Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
What up, y'all?
Come on in.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. I saw you. I saw that. You're going to be with it. All right.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Thank you.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
What's up, y'all? What it do? What? Oh. What you got in there? What's up in there? What's in there?
This is my Dutch Bros. Anybody know about Dutch Bros? Dutch Bros.
Oh,
Remember when I this morning?
this morning, yeah.
I still got some.
Lord have mercy. That was
This
for
is
this
my-
morning.
Yeah, it's from 4 a.m. White coffee cookie with blonde espresso, an extra blonde espresso shot. Shot.
So you waited in line for that? That was a long ass line.
Yes. For the grand opening, yes. Open.
Lord have mercy. That was a long ass, and that was early this morning.
4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. Yes.
Lord have mercy.
I had bought my heavy, y'all, and I took that video, and I was like, I'm in line because it's down the street from my house now. He's like,
Right.
You in line? So of course, he took the video to work. He's like, my wife. My wife.
Oh God. Oh, shout out to the hubby. Shout out.
Okay, what's
out.
going on, people?
What's up with it, everybody? What's going on, Tap In family? What's going on? You are now tuned in to the dynamic duo on these streets. I'm your host, SBK, and to my, depending on, it's gonna be that way, but on when you look at the screen, it's gonna be the other way. To the side of me is my lovely sis, and who is she?
It is I, it is me, it is she. It's just E from It's Just ETV. What's going on, y'all? Hey.
Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes.
Wait, somebody know, she know Dutch Bros. A brilliant blessing. Said, I love me some Dutch. Man, yes. Dutch Bros is on hit.
Hey,
Skip that Starbucks, y'all. Skip that Starbucks.
You were serious, but I was like, man, it was 6:30, and I was.
It was 4:30 my time. I wasn't playing.
Wow.
What do y'all know? My Bay Area baby knows too. She's like, hey, did someone say Dutch Bros?
Said Golden Eagle hot cheese extra sweet.
Yes, and that Golden Eagle. Yes. She know.
Is this a West Coast thing?
Huh? I don't know. Is a brilliance blessing you on the West?
West, y'all.
Give him it.
West, y'all. West, y'all.
West, y'all. Okay.
Man, but y'all. Salute, y'all. What's up? Hit the like button if you haven't already.
Please.
Hit the like button. And it is, how much does it cost, sis? How much does it cost?
This big one?
No. I'll send the like button.
Oh, it's she said I'm on my Dutch Bros right now. I'm sorry, bro. Brother. It's $3.99. $3.99. He said no. Talking about the dang like button. $3.99, y'all.
But how much is that? But okay, tell me how much is that? A grip.
It's dang near $8, y'all. But it's worth every bit of it.
That's pretty reasonable for that.
This size, this a large. This ain't Starbucks large. It's worth it.
It's probably pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So y'all hit the like button.
Please, Bushwatchers. My bush watchers. Bushwick watchers.
There you go. The Bushwick watchers. Y'all,
We love y'all too.
Yeah, we love all you haters and all you weirdos that's in the back. You know you watching us. You know you copying us. You know you copying us, and you know you like our style. You know you like our style.
You know.
That's the reason why some of y'all fighting our style. If you know what I mean. So quit copying the style. Ah, you bite my style. You bite my style. Ah,
Birthday?
you bite my style. You bite my style.
You bite my
Rocking my style. Yay! So all of you bushwalkers, watchers, weirdos, haters, loves, y'all hit the like button. It's free 99. The dynamic duo. I can't get my tongue twisted.
Twister.
The dynamic duo is here in the house. Y'all hit it. Let's crank it up. Crank it up.
Bring it up.
All right, you want me? I'm absolute to chat. I don't even know why I have to ask. We got the lovely Brilliance Blessings is in the house, and you heard what she said.
Yes.
Subscribe, share, and set your notifications to all. Hit the like. Let's laugh, learn, and level up. You heard what Mr. Brilliance said. Y'all hit that like button. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. We have the lovely Lisa J. Stocks. Hey, love. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? 80s Geisha is in the house. Hey, love. Hey, love.
A Brilliance, type something real quick for me, love.
I was trying to. I know what you're trying to do.
Type something for me real quick, love. A Brilliance. She already putting in the work.
Hi, Brilliance. Huh?
She already putting in the work.
A Brilliance, just say hi in the chat.
Just say hi.
I want to say hi, A Brilliance.
I already did it.
You did? Okay.
I'm just waiting for her to say hi. Well, we
Brilliant,
should say hi. There you go.
There you go. There you go. So you heard the lovely bestie is in the house. Great live last night.
Great
Thrive
live.
and Glow with Joe. You heard what she said. Welcome everyone. Appreciate, like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to Thrive and Glow with Joe. Shout out to JoJo. Get it together. Get it together. Miss Wanda is in the house. What's going on, love? What's going on? And we got Miss Foxy Roxy is in the house.
And it's her birthday. I see it's her birthday.
Today's her birthday?
I'm here. I'm seeing people say happy birthday.
Happy birthday. It's your birthday, Miss Foxy.
Oh, she said I'll be out celebrating, so she won't be at the bar tomorrow. But
man.
She gotta celebrate. Well, a marathon, you might just
I might just
7 hours. Wow.
I didn't mean to do that. That's just it didn't seem like it was 7 hours to me. I know with you was like I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Kevin Carpenter, our attorney, is in the house. Shout out to you, bro. Salute.
Shout out.
And we just saw the lovely DR.
Bay Area, baby.
In the house. And OSD is in the house. What's up, bro?
Actually.
OSD. Shout out to you. That's
Shout out.
Factuals. Factuals. I think. Oh, look. Got little sis is in the house. Fun reality.
Little sis.
Little sis is in the house.
In the building. Oh, you forgot one. Oh, no, you haven't. You almost there.
Too Strong is in the house. Miss Sunshine is here. She is here.
I'm wearing glasses now.
Oh, them glasses.
You know, I love me a good glass. Some shades and some glass.
That's fire, man. I think I got everybody. That's everybody. Oh.
Hey.
So, everybody, hit the like button if you haven't. Like, share, subscribe. We got a great show.
Turn this down, son.
With you.
Turn it down more.
SBK, who I need to beat up.
Ooh. Ooh, damn.
Nobody yet, sis. Nobody.
Who she deboing?
She been on one the last couple of days.
Oh, shoot.
She been on one. But, she's been tamed, but, she been on one. But it's all good, sis. We got to beat nobody up. We all about love. Love and happiness.
Love and happiness.
Love is love and happiness.
That's right.
Make you want to thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I got to switch it up. My husband said he get a new woman every week. Every couple of weeks. I got me a new woman. He got a new woman
every week.
A new woman every couple of weeks.
Facts.
Keep it spicy.
She's every woman. Oh shit. Oh Lordy. All right, y'all. And he and DR says as he should.
Okay. Yes.
But anyways, yeah. Now, Vons, we ain't got to fight today, baby girl. We ain't got to fight today.
No deboing.
But we brother man got this. Hey man, bro. I know you can relate to this, but I was having so much fun, and I was engaging, and I was so engrossed in conversations that I did not realize that it was. I did 7 hours. I wasn't trying to make it a marathon like that, but that was an epic live, y'all. That was an epic live. One of those lives that you can put in the books. And hey, I remember that. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do it again tomorrow. We're not gonna do no marathon. You know what I mean? No plan to do no marathon, but we're gonna do it.
I'm gonna be like this.
We're gonna do it again tomorrow night. But man, hey man, I had fun last Saturday. We're gonna do it again. You know what I mean? So, but yes, me and Bonds was talking about that Sunday or Monday or whenever it was. It didn't feel like it's 7 hours. It really didn't.
To you? I felt every video. I was like, I had to go make me a hamburger. I hadn't ate all day.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Bonds.
He said, "Where you at? Where you at?" Because I put my avatar up. He said, "Where you at?" Man, I'm cooking.
That was that was an epic live, man. I did not. I'm with you, Bonds. I was like, man. I was like, damn it! It's almost 3:00 here, man. It's 3:00. So I'm like, man, that's a full work shift just about. Bonds, yeah, bro. She was on one, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, wait. Real Talk said, what's the name? She said, what's her name? What's her name? He always name mine. This right here, this is Vivica. This is giving Vivica.
That's what?
This is Vivica. Most would think this is Beyonce, but Beyonce is a little bit lighter. She's a little bit lighter. This is Vivica.
Vivica, okay.
It's Vivica. Yes, sir.
I
had to bring it down.
I have nothing to say. Man, look here, man. So
yeah, she's a little Beyonce lighter. Yeah.
Yes, Joe. Time goes by when you're having fun. I was having a lot of fun. Man, you're right. Good live stream happened like that. Next thing you know, it's not. Man, I was like, man, when we first started out, we started doing that.
We started doing that.
But I didn't have to work the next day or anything like that, man. I was on one, and I'm like, Vons, I'm like, that's 7 hours. So I was like, and one man told me, hey, might do an after party. After the party is the after party. I was like, I'm taking my black ass to bed, man.
Okay.
So
I was gone.
I mean, I was gone after that. You know what I'm saying? I went to sleep. So we're gonna do it again tomorrow night, though. We'll talk about that a little bit. I feel it, E. I feel it.
It's the beachy vibe. Beachy.
So, anyways, sis, what's up?
Clock it.
Clock it.
She said, you clock it.
Oh my God, the clock it.
Clock it.
The clock it. Bonds does it too.
The algorithm just answered.
Just Jay, the algorithm is in the house.
In the building.
There's only one algorithm, and that is Just Jay. Oh, by the way, we got a bunch of content creators in the chat. So Just Jay is a content creator.
Hold on, Just Jay. Hold on.
She goes live. She goes live past my bedtime.
Man, I caught her once. My
bedtime.
I tried to hang out as long as I could.
I got you, Foxy, and I'm going to I'm a bells and whistles, my own bells and whistles for you.
All right, Just Jay. Type in the chat, Just Jay. Because she's an honorary. She been a mod since we had dual channels.
Facts. She was rocking with us when we
since was it 2 flats?
2 flats. Yep. She's been rocking with us since then.
Been rocking with us.
Ain't that right, Just Jay? Ain't that right? So yes, I will turn up for you, Foxy. Wish you was there. Hey, hell, shit, we might be still live when you get home. You know what I mean? If you get home, we still live. Hop up on the panel.
But she said her birthday is on Sunday.
So
it's
Sunday.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Wait. Hold on. We're gonna do this for Miss Roxy. So hold on.
We're gonna do it for Miss Foxy. I don't even know what we're doing with Miss Foxy. It's something.
We're gonna give them what they want.
You gonna give them what they want?
Yep.
Shit.
You gonna give them what they want. I got what you want.
Is that what you?
I got what you need. Come on now. Let's go. There we go. Get it there. Wait.
And is that the what you call it?
Wait. Let me get it out the way. Happy birthday, Miss Foxy Roxy. That's for you, Miss Foxy Roxy. Happy birthday from me to you. Happy birthday. Miss Foxy. Happy birthday to you.
Wait.
There you go. Hey, she said yes. I got you, Miss Foxy Roxy. I got you.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, those only come out, Bonds. Those only come out during the winter time.
Okay.
Those only come out during the winter time.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh my God. I said what I said is in the house, Miss Foxy.
We only bring that on special occasion. He'll do it on command, but you gotta do the commands now. It's one of the Nightbot commands. You gotta do the command. He ain't gonna just give it out for any and everybody. Miss Foxy Roxy special.
She's
special. And it's her birthday. Wait, O'Brien said, wait. O'Brien. Wait. Hold on. Hey. Trap game. There we go. Men, look away. This ain't your time.
Oh my God.
She said, take my vision, Lord. Take my vision. Wait,
my God.
you said I said what I said in there. Hey, I said what I said. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I've been having fun. I'm having
yeah.
fun.
I spoke to Miss Fancy.
I didn't. I didn't.
What what did Joe say? What now? Oh, shout out to Joe's cousin. She said my cousin said chief falado in Spanish. Google in Spanish. Google.
She
Is that an
falado.
English?
She falado. Hold on.
Y'all crazy, man.
She falado.
Oh my God. Anyway, y'all crazy as hell,
I
man.
know. In what? What that mean?
Chifalado in Spanish means Google. Is it Google eyes? Is it Google eyes? Does that mean Google eyes?
I don't know. I don't think I
Happy
spelled
birthday,
it right.
Miss Foxy. I enjoy you.
Crazy crackpot.
Joe, what does that mean?
Chifalado. Chifalado. Crazy. Mad. Nuts. Crackpot.
It means crazy. It means she said I'm crazy. Go Google it.
Crazy. Okay.
What the hell? Bonds, what Miss Foxy, you gonna see some scribbles.
Scribbles.
Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as hell.
What we got for today? What we got?
We got us a show today, ladies and gentlemen. We got a real good show today. If you haven't looked at, if you need to look, first of all, you need to follow us on TikTok. You need to follow us on Instagram, and of course, follow us on our shorts.
Yep.
Sis has been putting in some shorts here on what is crazy, mad, or nuts.
Right, yep, that's what it is. Okay.
Okay. So Sis has been putting in some shorts and reacting to them and letting everybody know that we're going to react to them on Friday nights.
TikTok love me.
Oh man. Yeah, yeah.
TikTok loving me right now for these.
Yes. So we want to get on some topics that Sis was reacting to. And then I want to say shout out to the hubby. Shout out to big bro. It's just easy, hubby. Bro is a fan of our channels and so forth. He pays attention to our content, and he gave us some ideas. We want to go over that first. So without further ado, there is a video that Big Bro sent to Sis, and no, I don't want to bite the guest yet. It's a video that he sent to Sis, and we were going to react to that. And so this is something that now I have not looked at this.
Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I'm sure that I'm going to like it. Where am I at? Where am I at? I need, gosh darn it. That's because
I sent you your text, right?
Yeah, you did. It's gonna, there we go. Well, what didn't come up for? Oh, it didn't come up. Hold on just a second, ladies and gentlemen. You sent it to my text, but I sent it to our.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So where am I? Oh, there we go. There. Why is it not coming up? Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm stupid. All right, here we go. So it's the first one. Yep, here it is, right here. It's the first one you sent.
Yep.
So here we go.
Can't see it.
Stage and get his diploma.
Okay.
I must have screamed so loud I gave myself a headache. When I
Started
finished,
at the beginning.
about 20 yards away, I heard another man screaming. It was his stepfather. When my son's name was called to come on stage and get his diploma, I must have screamed so loud I gave myself a headache. When I got finished screaming, about 20 yards away, I heard another man screaming. It was his stepfather. Put a pin in that. When I was growing up, nobody came to anything. When I wrote the play for Chris Addicts, in which I starred in third grade, nobody. When I graduated basic training, nobody came. When I was in Japan, I offered to buy plane tickets and to put people in hotels and show them around. For the 10 years just about I was there, nobody came. So I made a conscious decision when I had children to make sure that I would be there for everything, that nothing would be too small, because I didn't want them to feel that. I wanted them to know that they were special enough for somebody to take time to just simply sit and be there and watch them. They have a stepfather. He's a weightlifter, bodybuilder. It has inspired my older son to do the same. He's a jiu-jitsu master. It inspired my youngest son to be in the martial arts. He's taken them around the world. He's fished with them. He has hunted with them. He has gone hiking with them. They love him very much. On the day in which my son graduated high school with a 4.6 full ride and a full ride to Georgia Tech, this was the day that I knew of, and it was there, and I had to share it with that man. I don't know how to do many of the things that he does with them, and I am so grateful that they have him. Because who would we be as men if we had a number of good men that we looked up to and that we didn't want to disappoint? Thank you, Brandon, for being in my kid's life. Much love to you, bro. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
So I think I was reading the chat. I think people thought something different, but the gist of it is this man is a father of these boys, and he didn't have people in his corner when he was growing up. People didn't show up for him. And he said, I think you on mute, brother.
Hey, Tricia.
Hey.
How you doing, love? And then, hey, Sirius. How you doing, love?
Sirius.
Thank y'all for joining us. Thank you. But go ahead, sis. I'm sorry.
No, you good. But he didn't have people show up for him. And so he made a conscious effort to be at everything for his kids. Well, him and the child's mother weren't together, but she married somebody else. And this man was in his kids' lives, his sons. And as you heard, he was saying that, he was into bodybuilding. He was into this and that. He taught his sons bodybuilding. He taught his sons jujitsu. And he didn't know how to do any of these things. He taught him how to camp, how to do this and how to do that. But he was very grateful for that stepfather who stepped in and taught his sons those things. And both of them was at their graduation screaming as loud as they possibly could. Now, I brought that here. My husband brought it wanted me to show it because, that's a dad and a stepdad coming together and helping raise these boys. You know what I'm saying? Correct. And some men call that simping. Some men consider that man, that stepfather, to be a simp. But how much better would men be if not everybody stays together? Not everybody's going to raise their children, together. But how much more would better would these young men be if men like them, they could do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's okay to be a father and a stepfather and be a part of the kids' lives. And they show how you can do that without animosity, without any, that's not simpish behavior at all. And I brought it because my husband brought it because my husband is also what y'all consider a stepdad. We call him bonus, but he's a stepdad. And how much he loves my son, and his dad loves my son, is biological. So, I just thought that was, because so many people, I hear this simp, that's a simp. That's not a simp. That's a man.
I totally agree. I told my story. I'm not gonna go over it again. But my daughter has 3 other sisters, and I helped raise all of them. I'm cool with their dad. I'm cool with their dad. If he's to walk through this, which he has, he's walked through this door right here, give him a pound and give him a big hug.
Yep.
Now, I made a statement whenever we talked about baggage, sis. I made a statement. I said, and a lot of people will consider what I have done through the years for my bonus daughters. You know what I'm saying? I have a bonus son too. Joe's son, just like my son. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That dude there, he can. He's just like my son. You know what I mean? I have some nephews are just like some little nephews just like my son. You know what I mean? Their mom. Hey, when you get down here, I need you to talk to such and such, such and such. So whenever I get down during the holidays, they say, Uncle Hulk is here. He needs to talk to you. They call me Uncle Hulk, So, but I don't understand why we have such a stigma when it concerns the lady that we're dating or the lady that we have a relationship with, and that's not your responsibility to take care of the kids. Well, sir or ma'am, if you have that attitude or whatever, then that's on you, because I made a statement when we were talking about this. Everybody is going to give an account for everything that you do. You're going to reap what you sow at the end of the day. All right. And so when my daughter was 4 and 5 years old, and my daughter's mom was short on a bill, you damn right I helped her out. You call me a simp all you want to or whatever, but that's not being a simp. That's being a man. You know what I mean? And to this day, those kids look at me and want me involved in their lives. So
yep.
I abhor anything that says otherwise about my manhood. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is that that's about being a man. That's not being a simp. I think we take the word simp and we overdo it on that. You know what I'm saying? We overdo the word simp. You know what I mean? Whenever I grew up as a kid listening to Pimp C and Bum B here in Texas, UGK, a simp is somebody who pays a woman for attention. Basically, you're paying a woman for attention. You're paying a woman for sex, whatever. You know what I mean? Because you have no game. You have no personality to get women. So I think that we need to consider the source before we start saying things. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say about that. Now, if I offended anybody, hit dogs holler. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way I stand on it. You know what I mean? And so I've lived on this earth for a long time. And nobody has ever questioned my manhood. Nobody ever has questioned my fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? To this day, people are telling me how much I have stepped up to be a father to those kids.
Yep.
My bonus children. Not only my daughter, whose mom who's no longer here,
right,
but for the other bonus children. So that's what's wrong with being a man?
I don't know.
What's wrong with taking responsibilities? What's wrong with, why do we have to have add-ons to it? You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the way of the world.
Right.
That's the way of the world we live in. You know, it's always got to be somebody that wants to be contentious and,
right,
wants to be go against the grain for no reason at all. You know what I mean? But
absolutely.
But you know what? I stand on what I say, and like I said, if anybody doesn't like it, then come box me.
I don't think they want that. I don't think they want that. She said, "Oh, y'all claim each other's kids." Yes, we claim each other's kids. My son calls my husband. He still calls him by his name, so let's not get that. But he acknowledges him. That's my other dad. You know what I'm saying? My husband loves my son just as much as he loves his other kids. And he has them tattooed on him. He has my son's name and his other kids' names tattooed on him. My son's father also has my son tattooed his face. So he gets double love from both his fathers. Both his fathers got him tattooed on him. You know what I'm saying? So that's not being a damn simp. He's been in my son's life since he was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? We take care of our kids, period. Even into adulthood, period.
I will say this here in response to that. When my daughter's mom was going, since at one point in time, my daughter's mom was working 2 jobs and going to school. So I used to take them to school. I used to work overnight. I used to take them to school. I worked overnight at the same job I'm at now for a bit over 15 years. But I worked overnight at the time. I used to take them to school, come home, go to the gym a little bit, come home and rest. Then my mom sometimes would have to, God rest her soul, she used to have to call me and, hey, it's about that time. You're going to have to pick those kids up from school. You know what I mean? Picked them up from school. You know what I mean? Got them lunch, sent them home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the way it was. You know what I mean? So I don't get it, man. You know what I mean? It's all about stepping up. You know what I mean? It's all about stepping up.
This chat is moving.
Yeah, it's moving. We
I just quickly pinned it.
Yeah, I wanted something. I'll go ahead. Vance, I see why they broke up. Just look, she's clowning on that dude.
Okay.
Vance said, "Come on, stepdaddy. How it should be done. Ain't no simping. That's grown man ish.
Yep.
That's not simping. That's bull. Yep. I am a stepmother of 5. Yes.
Yep.
Senators agreeing with you, making the world a better. That's real. I'm gonna need to learn something from. Need to learn him some things though. Yeah, it was deep, Miss Foxy. I said what I said. Said my ex still looks out for my daughter and his son, and she's 40.
Yep.
She said, "I love it. I love when we operate in a village mentality. We should. It's critical to our exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly. I believe
they talk about it, raise a village, but don't nobody want to be the village no more.
Well, here's you know what I want to say something. I've had enough of people being stumbling blocks. You know what I mean? I've had enough of people talking a good game, but not leading our young people and those that are in distress, those who don't know how to be men, those who don't know how to conduct themselves as women and men, and we're putting out rhetoric, you know what I'm saying, that's not conducive to our society. You know, that's not cool. You know what I mean? That's not cool at all. We got to be careful. Now, look, man, as men and women, we're gonna not agree on things, and that's going to be to the end of time. You know what I mean? Men and women, we're not going to agree. We're going to butt heads. We're going to have difference of opinions. You know what I'm saying? I'm a call cap on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna call cap on me. That's what makes we can't live with y'all. Can't live without y'all. But at the same time, when it comes to a family, you know what I mean? Comes to a family, comes to children, you know what I mean? We got to step up. And we complain about there's not enough men in the world to do such and such. But when a man steps up and takes care of his business or whatever, or if a man is a gentleman, then that's frowned upon.
Right.
So, yeah.
I think it's more, there's a lot of people. I see what people are saying, but I feel that a lot of people take, spaces in time or, one bad apple or a few bad apples and make it, that's everyone. That's across the board. And it's not. It's nuance. It's nuance. For every person that you can show me that has done wrong, I can counter and show you someone who's done something well, done something positive.
Right.
Everybody makes mistakes. Not everybody's perfect, but I hate the narrative. I hate the labeling that they have now for it based on some situations that have happened to men. That's not every man, that's not every woman. So
Well, here's what I got to say about that. With every man, especially with every man or woman, especially with men, with every man that sits there and says of what they've gone through and so forth and so on, and instead of them not taking care of their business and not continuing the cycle, what I have to say to that is grow up. Grow up and do something about it. You know what I'm saying? If you went through a bad situation or whatever, then don't go through that situation again. Learn from your mistakes, learn from what you went through, and move on. You know what I mean? Everybody has bad patches. Everybody's gone through bad situations. You know what I mean? But I refuse to treat every woman and every man like they've, like I've been done wrong in the past, and treat that person in front of me same. I refuse to do that. You know what I mean? Who does that?
right.
But that's just part of our situation these days.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's a bunch of fearful people. Well, it's not even a bunch. There's a few people out here that are spewing information that's fear mongering. And a lot of these young men and women are taking it as law. And it's not law. Everybody's gonna go through stuff. Me and my son have this conversation. I'm like, you know me, I tell you, get out. You need to get out and touch grass. Stay off of here so much. On here, you're gonna see your algorithm sends you things that that you feed on, that that you touch, that you read, or that you see. But that's not life. When I get out in life, I don't see what everybody on here says. Oh my God, this is happening. This is happening. Well, it's not happening for me, it's not happening in my area. Does that mean that it's a lie? Two things can be true at the same time. That could be happening, but it's not happening for me. It's not happening in my surroundings. That's why I tell him, you got to get out and experience life. Get your butt out, touch some grass, experience this life. You only get one, and you're going to be hurt. You're going to have good times. You're going to have bad times. You're going to have people that you don't like. You're going to have people that you love. You're going to have somebody that's going to hurt your feelings. You're going to have somebody that's going to make you feel loved. That same person that makes you feel loved, you can hate. But that is life. That don't mean you crawl up in a ball and go in the house and never come out again. Or you demonize everybody now because of your one or two experiences. That's not life. That's just a moment in time. That's a season.
Yep.
It is a season.
Yep. Yeah, man. Salute to all the real men out there, man. That's handling their business, and salute to all the women out there that's handling their business. You know what I mean? I salute you. You know what I mean? Don't ever let anybody take what you're doing and belittle it. Stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because there's a lot of narratives out here that have been drawn, and I'm not going to stand for it. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? You can't complain about the world that we live in, and then you sit there and say, oh, well, that's not your responsibility. Bullshit. As Miss Foxy Roxy would say, that's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
You know what I mean? So what's up with it, bro?
A brother of a certain age. Hey, how you doing, love?
George, you on the panel.
Okay. It was a fire panel. George,
y'all, man. George, y'all. But yeah, man, I want to say shout out to the Hug again for putting out there, man. I know he listened to
we talked a lot about the shows afterwards, so yeah.
Yeah, man, that's all right. You know what I'm saying? It takes a village, and you know what I mean. Like I said, to this day, you know, my daughter has their dad. Every once in a while, the dude texts me, "How you doing?" He wants me, if they have an event, hey, I'm having an event such and such, such and such. I want you to be there. Dude's invited me. Am I a simp? Come on, man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
No.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
No.
I laugh. Look, man. I laugh at stuff. You know what I mean? When people have narratives out there, I don't get mad at that, man. I'm like, okay. I just laugh. I let you have that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I let you have that. You know what I mean? I let you have that. What's going on?
Hey, Jumbo.
What's going on, fam? What's going on? Yes, that's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
I want to say shout out to Jen J. I forgot to say hello to you. Hey, love. How you doing? But yeah, that was good. Okay, so we're
and
gonna
the link is pinned, y'all. I linked it early.
You
pinned it early.
Okay. Y'all come on up then. Oh, you already pinned it?
Yeah, I pinned it.
Y'all come on up. Let's crank it up. Crank it up. It takes a grown man to move like that. Well, you know what it is, a brilliance is that I'm honest to God, you know, nobody had to tell me to do anything like that. You know what I mean? Nobody had to tell me to do anything like that. Even my mom was like, son, I'm so proud of you. I used to listen to my mom talk to my aunts on the phone, and she didn't know I was listening to her. She was so proud of the way that I handled myself with raising the girls, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of those things where, you know, that nobody had to tell me anything about that. You know what I mean? Nobody asked me to, and you know, nobody asked me to do anything. Nobody asked me to, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? You know what I mean? I was just there. And I think I'm thankful that I was, because, you know, the girls are where they are today. You know what I'm saying? They're successful. They got kids. Some of them have kids. Two of them have kids of their own. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things where, you know, just, you know, that's it. Carry on.
What? He done went on mute.
So who was the feeling right? Sorry about that. I had to make sure. Anyway, it sounded like she had dropped something.
Oh, okay.
But anyway.
Pooh, all right?
Yeah, Pooh good.
Okay.
She looked at you and just grinned and just stepped on out. Yes. But anyway, so yeah, man, that was a great one. So
shout out to hubby. Thank you, hubby.
Shout out to hubby. We got another one. We got another one here we're gonna react to. Y'all, the link is pinned, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all don't be shy. Y'all come on in here.
They ain't never shy.
That's some of them are.
This crowd ain't. This communities over here ain't shy.
The communities
ain't shy.
All right, here we go. You ready on this one?
All you men who stand up, men. All you men who stand up, men who go out there and put your elbow into making a woman make sure she's straight and hard working and respectable, chest up, chin out men, and you really on the grind and you really got ambition, leave these little pretty girls alone, bro. They don't put their elbow in it. I'm gonna keep it 100. Over there looking at, oh, she bad. Oh, look at her Instagram. Oh, she a 9, she a 10. I'll get you a 5 or a 6 who gonna put some elbow into it and gonna be down for you on some 100. You know what I'm saying? They gonna look at you like, why he with her? Don't worry about why I'm with her, because she gonna do everything you ain't doing. 100%. And that's the new wave we should be on, fellas. Like, man, forget all that. How you look when you with your arm around her? Nah, she ain't got no substance to her.
Oh wow.
Paul Pierce. Shout out to Paul Pierce and what's his show? I think it's called After Dark Podcast.
Yeah.
Him and what's her name? Azir. I can't remember her name, but she plays as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Now you said something similar to this. Was it at the bar? Or was it on Tap In?
It ain't no telling.
Reiterate what you said about this. Them 5s and 6s.
5s and 6s? What did I say? Remind me what I said. I said a lot of things. You gotta remind me.
Do you subscribe to what he's saying? That, you know, men need to stop trying to chase these 10s and get them a 5 or a 6. Put their elbow in it, know how to cook, know how to clean, know how to treat a man, them 5s and 6s. But these 10s too pretty. These 9s and 10s think they too pretty.
The 10s and stuff are the ones that don't want to do anything. Those are the ones that don't want to do anything. But the 5s and 6s are the ones. If you're gonna be a 5 or 6, you're gonna be someone that. If I label you a 6,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're gonna have to be somebody that's. You don't care about designer stuff and all that, but you're willing to, you don't no designer stuff. You're just simple and you just, yeah, man, you want to be on the grind. I'm not saying if you're 5 or 6 that you're raggedy or anything like that. I ain't saying that, but you're down to earth. You don't necessarily care about the finer things in life and all that. You just want to be there for your husband. You know what I mean? You want to make it a happy home. You're holding it down for your dude. You know what I'm saying? You don't need the limelight. I think these 10s out here want the limelight. These 10s out here want to be beautiful, but not for their husband. They want to be beautiful for the whole world to look at them. You know what I'm saying? These 10s are the ones that's, just selfish. You know what I'm saying? So I think what he's talking about, these 5s or 6s are ones that don't have that mentality at all. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily mean that if you're a 5 or 6, that you're not attractive. It's just that you're not out there like that, and you're not out in the limelight, and you don't want all this attention and attention seeking, and you're living for your husband, you're living for your children, and that's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench. I admit that some of these 5s is actually the 10s. Some of these 5s and 6s is actually the 10s, and some of these 10s is fronting because some of these 10s think they're 10s, but they're dressed up 10s, meaning when they take off the hair, when they take off the makeup, when they take off all this little designer stuff, they really not 10s. They like 5s. You know what I'm
less
saying?
than that. I think we're on the same page.
Yeah.
We're on the same page.
5s, that's, natural, not all done up, not all plasticated. Is that a word?
Yeah. You just made it a word.
I just made it a word. They're not all plasticated. You know what I'm saying? They're actually, they're the 5s. But the women who aren't like that, they natural. They, they don't mind. That's actually the 10.
We're on the same page. Yeah, okay. I'm with you on that. We got Lionel up in the building.
Hey, look, if I say, E, you're agreeing with the bullshit.
Well, come on up here.
Come on up, Lies. Come on up. She trolling.
But that's basically. But when someone says a 5 or a 6, I'm thinking that I think society bases a 5 or a 6 someone who's not glamorous, but beautiful, naturally beautiful. But they don't want that limelight. They don't want all that crap. You know what I'm saying? They're beautiful in their own skin. They're beautiful in their own, you know what I'm saying? And so I agree with you on that. I'm with you. There's Lionel.
Okay. Mr. Lionel.
I don't agree at all.
Hmm?
I don't agree at all.
How do we? How
Are
do we
we
know
surprised about
that?
that?
How do we know that?
Right. Are we surprised at that?
You're not supposed to be surprised. Yo,
No.
5 is just an average looking chick. Simple as that. A 6, just a little bit above that. It's all come down to the physical. To me, if you hot, you crazy. I ain't dealing with you. Not seriously.
What is your classification of hot? Because again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yo,
No, not really. I mean,
yes,
again,
really.
standards have been set for a good minute. It's only in the recent decade where it started getting a little bit loose.
Say again.
It's only in the last decade where beauty standards have gotten a bit loose. You got some people trying to maintain the old status quo, but it's not going to work now.
It's not
But a
gonna work
5 is
for
just
who?
average. You're just a plain Jane. But
It's
you
not gonna
start
work for who though.
huh?
It's not gonna work for who.
Depending on the people, because people want to be rebellious. People want to be defiant.
Because you always make these statements, but they blanket statements. But we all know that it's nuance to this.
There's not infinite possibilities, though. People like to pretend there's infinite possibilities. There's
I didn't
not.
say infinite possibilities. I said it's nuance.
Yeah, but I'm correcting you. I'm letting you know what it's not. Because people like to pretend like there's all these options, but people's minds have a habit of diverging in a similar path. A lot of girls know who the beautiful woman is. A lot of dudes know who the handsome guy is. We know who the plain Janes are.
Wait. What did Jen J say? Nothing wrong with a plain Jane. Exactly. What's wrong with a plain Jane?
No,
That's,
that's what he's saying. Get yourself a plain Jane. Don't go after these hot girls.
But I submit the plain Jane is not necessarily a plain Jane. A plain Jane is a naturally beautiful woman.
Dr. I want my woman to be in the garden. I want my woman to be in the garden. Flowers. I want my woman in the garden.
I had to go off camera real quick. Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
What's up with it, real? Good to see you, bro.
Real odds in the building. Hey.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I want the simple things. I want my woman in the garden, looking at those flowers grow. Nothing on in the garden. Just me and her. Nothing on. Bucket naked. In the
Bucky naked.
making 2 pans of food. That's right.
There you
2
go.
pans of food. You know what I mean? But if you make those 2 pans of food when you in the garden, you in the garden with those 2 pans of food.
Ooh.
Look here, man.
Ooh.
On site. On site.
On site.
Well, let's watch the tulips grow. You know what I'm saying? That's if that's a number 5, I'll take it. If that's a number 5 or 6, I'll take it. But I just want her in the garden.
There you go.
Hey, sis, I come to the garden alone.
You are tripping right now. Oh my God. All right, Lionel, what do you date? You got you a 7, an 8, a 9? What you got?
Nah, man, I need to get me a 5. Someone who don't think too high of themselves. Someone who knows that they not all that.
He said,
Is that ninjas be too caught up in the opinions of other ninjas and be validating that ish because they more popular, got money or some sort of status. F out of here.
F out of here. Okay.
I agree.
I submit what you saying is not a 5 or a 6. I'm sorry. I deem that a 3 or a 4, maybe even a 2.
Oh, that means you're going to do a lot for me then. Yeah, that makes it going to do a little bit more.
5 or 6 is
But y'all
wait, based naturally. They natural. What? What?
But you're adding personality to it, right?
Hmm?
You're adding personality to it, right? Or you only just looking at the physical?
Wait, I didn't hear you. You said
Are
I'm
you
adding.
are you adding personality to this number, or are you only looking at the physical?
I'm looking at the physical right now.
Okay, I think a lot of you girls be BSing honestly when y'all be trying to rate beauty. Y'all be swearing some of these girls look better than what they are.
I think we just don't. Well, no. Let me roll that back. Let me roll that back. Because some of us is hard on each other, so I'm gonna roll that back. But you may be right. You may be right. When we trying to be nice, oh, she's pretty. Oh, she's cute. And then one wrong move. I can't stand that. I can't. You see what she had on? She thinks she all that. Da 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 da. So yeah, I ain't even gonna. I ain't
See,
even playing games. I ain't even gonna play. I mean, but I'm a woman enough to say it out
you
loud.
are. You are.
I ain't got no reason to lie up here.
I want to say shout out to Miss Alice.
Hey, Miss Alice.
And I want to say again, I want to say shout out to Miss Alice and Miss I Said What I Said. They are not elder statesmen. They are not nothing like that. They are my peers.
Okay, because I said what I said, and it's not gonna let you let that elder statesman down.
Miss Alice. I mean, Alice is not going to let me live it down either. I was in her, hey, sis. I was in her chat. She talking about. Now look, SBK, I love you. You know what I mean? You're my fellow Libra, bro. But this Miss Alice stuff, you be calling me no Miss Alice. I'm your peer.
I'm your peer. I don't want to hear that.
Oh my God. Anyway, I'm sorry. Y'all, go ahead, y'all.
No, I that's all I had to say. I agree that, sometimes, we be giving a lot of credit, but we nice until we not. We can be nice nasty. I ain't gonna lie about it.
But look, I agree with your initial thing, sis. We're on the same page. A 5 or a 6 is really a 5 or a 6. This is me. A 5 or a 6, in my opinion, are usually 10s. You know what I'm saying? The 10s, you strip away all that makeup and all that, the BBLs and all that, they look like, trash. You know what I mean? I want somebody that's. Hey, y'all know that song? Y'all remember that song by H-Town? Natural Woman.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm talking
but you're
about.
a natural.
Yeah, man, ain't nothing wrong with a natural. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shout out to the natural women out there. She, I'm saying, she holding it down. She know what she got. She ain't got the flaunt. You know what I mean?
Why do you think these women are out here fronting though?
Why do I think they fronting?
Yeah, why do you think they feel like, they for real believe that they tens out here?
Because it's all, look, I thought about this. Hey, Joe. Here's the reason why I think so. I knew, look, sis, me and you, man, I tell you, me and you've been doing this so long, I know what you're going to ask before you ask me. I really do. I've been thinking about this question here. The reason why a lot of women front like that is because there's a lot of issues going on. A lot of women, there's a lot of issues going on. It might be some, I talked about a lot of the women that think they're 10s, and they might be 10s in a lot of people's sight. That's because they want the attention, they want everything. There's a reason why they're like that, because it's more so, maybe you didn't get attention earlier on. There might be some psychological things going on. I'm not saying that you're crazy, that they're crazy or there's mentally something wrong, but it's there's a psychological, there's something wrong in their psyche that wants them to,
They crazy.
yeah, yeah, Lionel, that makes them want to have all that attention, makes them want to continue to be a 10. You know what I'm saying? They want all that attention. You know what I'm saying? So, here we got a party.
We got a party.
That's my whole thing right there. I just think that, you know, a lot of women are like that. You know what I mean? But I would like to hear from y'all women. Why do y'all think that, sis? Since you asked,
in mine, I already stated what I got to say. We're
all right,
going to
Joe, you came up
Joe,
here first. I
sit.
said what I said. Go second. What's up? What's up, Joe? What you got on it?
You on
You
mute.
on mute?
You on mute.
You on mute?
I'm sorry. Repeat what y'all were saying, because you know I had family here and they were leaving.
Ask your question again, sis. You on mute?
Please.
I said, why do you think some of these women? Why do you think some of these women who are 10s think they're 10s? Why? What's the deal with that?
Honey, you know, women, we have to try to uplift ourselves, right? We work on trying to increase our self-esteem and try to tell ourselves, hey, we're this and we're that. And I'm sorry, Vaughn, I don't know why this is triggering. But you know, the thing is, like, women just try to make themselves feel like they're better than what they really are. But, you know, it's not just about what you look like on the outside. It's about what you are on the inside. And it's about your character. It's about what you really are, not what you fake front. Okay? Because we all have something that we portray to try to gain whatever we want. But it'll come out in the end. That's what I got to say.
I love that. I love that.
Hey, Miss Fancy. Hey, love.
Hey, SBK.
Hey, love.
Hey, Jen. Yeah, Just E, Lionel, and Joe. How y'all doing
Hi,
tonight?
babe.
Since
love
SBK, since SBK apologized, I decided to come on up here on the panel. I was not coming until he apologized,
Ooh,
and so
calling you an elder statesman.
yeah, like he ain't 1 day behind me. But anyway,
I go on mute.
yeah, 1 day behind me, trying to call somebody a damn elder statesman. I got your statesman, trust me when I tell you that. Yeah, I got your statesman, sir. But anyway, to answer your question, it's a twofold question, right? And so I think a lot of these 10s think they're a 10 because everybody has told them that they're a 10. Okay? It's kind of their fault, but it's not, because society has told them that they're a 10. And that's coming from a former 10. Okay? I said former, not today, but a former 10. And when I say that, you know, I really was one of the popular girls at school. I didn't have any problems with, you know, getting any boy that I wanted in school, or even after even in my adulthood. So, but at the end of the day, little girls don't grow up thinking that they're a 10. It's society and their family who tell them that they're a 10. They'll tell you, you know, it starts out with your parents sometimes. Oh, you so beautiful. Oh, look at my beautiful baby. Oh, you all of that, you know, and your cousins and your aunties. I remember my aunties telling me when I was growing up that I was going to be a model. They had my head all swole up. I really thought I was going to be a damn model. But at the end of the day, you know, when society tell you you're something, and that's the way you go out in society. You know, you'll go out in society and you'll just think your poo-poo don't stink. Okay? Because everybody around you have told you that. And sometimes it's sometimes you get a rude awakening when you find out that you're not all of that, that your family, you know, hyped you up to be, or that your friends or even your peers in high school. Um, and in college also, a lot of these girls think that they're tens because, like I said, society has put that in their heads, and so they go out into the world thinking, you know, that their boo boo don't stink, and that and that they're the best thing since, you know, whatever. And then a lot of dudes treat you that way also, because it's a lot of dudes, you know, if you're attractive, then dudes will gravitate to you, and they do treat you special. So I can't really just blame the women for that. You know, some of it, everybody have to take their part in their blame in that mentality.
I agree. I agree. What is Vines is triggered.
Bonds, come on up here.
Vons is trolling. She's not triggered.
She said, all I'm
We
going to say
trolling.
is statesmen are always messing with women. Like y'all didn't wear makeup and hair.
I sure did and
We
do.
we wore the elder statesmen wore their own hair though back in the day. We didn't
Right.
wear all of this stuff. You know, we just now wearing it because that's what the style is. But back in the day, we didn't wear that stuff. And anybody that's 50 and over, they can tell you that we didn't need all of that stuff.
What happened? Oh, yeah. I think it's me and you. I'm gonna take my hand off the mouse. Go ahead, SBK. Bring her up. Because we keep hitting it at the same time. No,
Bond,
but that's true. Why you trigger, sis? You trolling or you truthful?
Because I am sick of people acting like, okay, y'all on the panel, that people, okay, I don't, first of all, let me say this, okay? I don't even wear eyelashes because I have long, beautiful eyelashes, okay? People ask me if my eyelashes are lashes, okay? I don't too much wear wigs, okay? I do love to wear me a nice, quick weave bob, okay? Okay, what I'm saying, some braids or something, but I'm not bald head, okay? But I am here to defend the women, okay? Because I'm sick of folks trying to tell us how we should be dressing and what men don't like and what's not cute and what we don't care what y'all think. That when is y'all gonna understand that? All y'all, everybody else, we don't care. That's the point. It's not about y'all, okay? Some of us women are secure in ourselves and we just like to dress up and look nice. And so what if we like attention, SBK? What's wrong with you like attention? Okay, flexing your muscles, all right. I can't remember the song you sang today on the short, but it was a fly short. But all I'm saying is, I'm sick of y'all, okay? And I'm gonna go on mute, all right?
Well, no wonder you triggered because you don't even have the right question down. He asked, why did these women think that they're tens? And you came
Okay.
on here talking about wigs, lashes, and everything else. So I can see why you're triggered.
What's this? What's wrong with a woman? Okay, I'm not.
Nobody
I'm
said
a,
nothing wrong
I'm
was wrong
no
with
no. I'm not.
anything.
I'm not gonna troll. I'm not gonna troll too hard. But seriously, what's wrong with a girl thinking she a 10 because she got on her makeup and her lashes? Okay, what's wrong with that? Some
Look,
of
I
these
don't.
guys
Because
these days,
um,
I don't think
they
you
like it.
understanding the question. They said, "Why do women feel like the 13?" They said they never said
why?
anything about what they had on and how they look. They say, "Why do women feel that they're a 10?" And I feel like
Hmm.
it's because society tell them that they're a 10, and they're and at home they tell you that you're a 10. So when you go out in public or when you start dating, you feel that you're a 10 because that's what you've been told all your life.
Right. Okay. And I'm a little triggered because I had to build my self-esteem, confidence, and and I'm not gonna act like I just thought I was all that, but I do think I'm all that. Okay.
You
I do. And
Should.
there's nothing wrong with anybody thinking they're 10, even if they not, because I'm all that and a bag of chips and a bucket of chicken and a grape soda, okay, or whatever the pop that they're Pepsi, Cola, okay. I'm all of that, and ain't nothing wrong with
So
it.
with Vaughn, they didn't ask. They didn't ask. They didn't. They asked why do women think they're a 10? They didn't say if it was wrong or right. Right?
right,
They
right.
didn't say that. They just said why do
Okay.
they think they are?
And
Why?
there's two
Okay.
sides to it too.
Yeah.
There's two sides. Like what I said was explaining, some of these women when they, like she said, when they were born or when they're little and they're very pretty babies. pretty little kid. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she gonna be fine when she get up. We all know this. We've all said it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then what you're talking about is the ones that, dress up and what's wrong with a woman putting on it? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hello, Vivica.
Oh, okay.
Vivica.
Okay, I'm just saying. All right, you're right.
And I
You're
was
right.
explaining, and I was explaining women who think they're a 10 when they're really not.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
Okay.
Meaning they can't walk out the house without this. I can walk out the house without this. I can be
Right, right,
without
right.
this.
and what I was explaining was a woman who thinks in her mind that she's a 10 and really not. I'm more so dealing with what Joe was talking about what you are on the inside. You know what I mean? And I was explaining.
Oh, okay.
If you remember what I was saying, little sis, I was saying that when a woman has that type of attitude, thinking that she's up here and really not all that, there's some psychological issues going on. You know what I'm saying? To where you have to always try to validate that you are a 10. So that's why I said that the women are always those types of women. Maybe they lacked attention earlier on. They got they got some self-esteem issues or whatever. That's what I was looking at it at that aspect. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I think I have a better understanding. All I'm gonna say is, I don't think I really have much to say other than, entitlement, and audacity is on sale these days. And apparently, I got a little bit of it too. I caught a couple sales. So I'm gonna just say that.
Do you think society has made it okay for women to run around here thinking that just because they put on makeup well and they know how to put on a wig well, that they're beautiful, that's the standard of beauty?
Well, yes, because I don't know if y'all remember this, but it was kind of trending on social media, and they were calling them the makeup bullies. Girl, you need to beat your face and all of that. I wasn't really, into all of that. Like I said, I don't wear makeup for real. I really don't. But I do think some people, like I said, have a lot of audacity. Some people, okay. They think they just, hot because of their makeup. And I'm gonna be honest and say, those types of chicks do it. It's really hard for me to talk about women, y'all. I mean, it's hard for me to go against the girls. But those types of women do annoy me because, like you said, they can't leave the house without beating their face. And, that's just never been me, And it is because I have beautiful long eyelashes and I've never had acne and stuff. So I can't relate.
Okay, but hold on. We may be a different culture, but I was raised as that. I was raised by my elders. I wasn't raised by my biological mother, but I was raised by my grandmother and my aunts. Okay. And that's how they raised me. They always instilled in me, do not leave the house looking crazy. That's how they instilled in me. I don't know if y'all have ever seen my primas in the grocery store in heels. Have y'all ever seen them?
I have, Joe. Because
I have, Joe. Yeah.
I'm in the area.
SBK would call me from the grocery store saying, "Why are your primas in here with heels on?"
Grocery store, at the dang
at the
Disneyland,
laundromat. They don't care.
Yeah, everything. I'm like,
he would call me up.
Yeah, for the bathroom again.
Why are your cousins in here in heels? And I said, I don't know, but that's what they would tell us. Growing up, they would tell us, don't you dare go out looking crazy. I'm serious.
And Joe, you're absolutely right, because I do live around and went to school with a lot of primas, and they start very, very early putting makeup on. And I'm telling you something, you guys really can put makeup on because you start so early. And yeah, you guys are you could really be teachers on how to put makeup on, because y'all makeup be fly. Sometimes it's too much with those eyebrows, because sometimes they look like what's her name? Mommy Dearest, Joan Crawford.
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah,
to
there
see
we
the
go.
Joan
Yeah.
Crawford. Yeah, the Joan Crawford
Yeah.
eyebrows. But yeah, you're absolutely right about that. But
Y'all had y'all moments with that hair going up like this,
yeah, yeah.
and then
But
out like this.
my mom taught us the same
Yay.
thing. Our mom taught us the same thing. We couldn't go outside in wrinkle clothes and just go out there looking any kind of way.
Right?
But we didn't
Mm-hmm.
put on. But we didn't have to wear makeup though. We always had to be
No.
clean. And even our play clothes, we had to iron our play clothes because our mother was like, "You're not gonna be out here looking like you don't have no mother."
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. So,
Okay,
And we used to
we
have to
got
hide makeup. We
right.
used to have to put the makeup in the bag, sneak it to school, and then put the makeup on because we weren't allowed to put makeup on.
Right. And we couldn't even do that because our teachers knew our parents, so you still had to go take it back off.
Okay.
Hollering.
Miss Foxy and Real Lives is up here. Miss Foxy, what you got on us, sweetheart? The birthday girl is on the panel.
Hello,
Happy
everybody.
birthday, Miss
Oh,
Foxy. Miss Foxy, it's your birthday. Let's turn
It's
up,
your
Miss Foxy.
birthday.
yes, it's Sunday. I'll be 64.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Birthday.
Fox.
Yay!
I'm older than you, dear.
I'm off of me.
Congratulations.
So, what I got to say about it, my stepfather raised me. He came into my life when I was 7. He raised me until he passed away. And until he passed away,
Foxy, is something going on with your phone? You kind of going in and out. We can't understand you.
Yeah, you are going in and out.
I don't know. I don't have my headset on, so I'm trying to
Okay.
talk.
There you
You
go.
were better for a second.
There you
Okay.
go.
Whatever you just did.
Okay. What it is, my father raised me since my stepfather raised me since I was 10. And he married my mom, and he raised me until he passed away. And there was nothing that I could not, he had my siblings, of course, was four. And I was the oldest, but he never made me feel like I was not his child. Not one time did I ever feel like I was not his child. And he always said my daughter, my oldest daughter. And far as his family was concerned, I was his oldest daughter. And even after he passed away, even when I go to the family reunions, I'm his oldest daughter, and I'm in the family tree and everything. But but I was his stepdaughter, or his bonus daughter rather. And then when it came to my children, my husband, my kids was his bonus kids. His kids were my bonus kids. And a lot of times, stepfathers have it hard, and stepmothers have it hard because the parents are mad at each other. So they make the kids try to choose, well, you ain't my mama or you ain't my daddy. So a lot of times it kind of gives them a hard way to go. And even though you can prove as much as you can prove that you are a great father figure in their life or a mother's figure in their house, it has to come with the parents. And the parents have to teach them that, but some of them come in there and they like, some step parents, I've seen it. Some step parents come in and it's either my kids or your kids. And I have a problem with that. When you got women that come in and say, oh, is it your kids or my kids? Are you spending too much time with your kids and not spending time with mine? And the same, vice versa. I have a problem with that. Kids was not asked to be here. Both of y'all are a package deal. That's how I look at it. Both of them are a package. Both of y'all are a package deal. You had children, she got children. So you have to come figure out how the way to sit down and be adults and merge the families together the best way you can. And you got to recognize you're a package deal. There is no my kids or your kids. If you're going to have a relationship with somebody, you got to sit down and learn how to be a complete package. You can't have a partial package.
What do you say to Miss Foxy? What do you say? I already know what the other ladies here on the panel will say. What do you say with the notion that if you're with that woman, you don't have to take care of those kids? It's not your responsibility. What are your thoughts on that?
I have an issue with that. I have a very big issue with that. That's why so many children out here are looking for love in all the wrong places because of that. That one issue right there is why kids are looking for love in all the wrong places when they can get it right there at home. That's how I look at it. I have an issue with that.
And
And
another
that's why
question.
so many of our young men are out here doing the things they do, and our young women are out here doing the things they do because they're, because of that same situation.
Why is that? And one other question, Miss Foxy. Why do why do people have that type of attitude? Well, that's not your responsibility to take care of those kids. If you're with that woman, that's not your responsibility to take care of those kids. Why do you think people have that type of attitude? That
Selfish.
type of
Play one word: selfishness. It's no. It's that's the only way to describe it. They're being selfish. It's about them, me, what I want. If you're in a relationship, it's what we want, not what I want. So that's selfishness. That's all I can say. That's one word: selfishness. And if you're that selfish, then you don't need that person in your life because it's all about I and there is no we.
right.
Amen.
Very well said. Real. What's going on, little bro?
What's going on, brother? What's going on, ladies? How y'all doing? What's up, everybody?
Good to see you. Good to see you. What you got on the topics, man? It's the floor is now yours, bro.
Hey,
Okay.
real.
And what's going on, Vaughn? So I said what I said. Foxy, hello, E.
Hey, real.
So okay. I'm gonna go back to that question on, you know, statistically speaking and logically speaking, on the question where you asked why do some women think that they're a 10, right? Now, I'm gonna go on record saying I personally do not really put women inside of a category of numbers. I don't care. I don't really care about looks, all that kind of stuff. I go more for like personality because it's like to be a 4 or 5 or a 6 or 7. I don't care what compatibility I have. Now going forward, because I don't want this to look like, oh well, why are you making this statement? This statement is based on data that I've seen with my own eyes and what people have said, what I've encountered inside my lifetime and watching peers around me. So this is just to answer that question on a basis of about 70 or 80%. No, I'll say 70%. This is not for all women, but some women think that they're 10s because there are a specific group of men out here who are very disgusting and nasty, and they will stick their cucumber in anything. And what ends up happening is they will tell any woman, even if she's a crackhead or disgusting or using, heavy amounts of pharmaceutical drugs, it doesn't matter what she wants to hear. And, oh, you're fine and you're sexy and you're a dime. And they constantly hear this month after month, year after year, that they're dimes, that they're tens, that they're this, that they're that. So then it's implanted where so many of them think this thing because these men are implanting this inside their head just for them just to get a piece of the pie. And that's what ends up happening. Why some of these women are here. So we've seen some women that just like, okay, what do you got on? What are you wearing? What are you doing with this stiff lace front? Why are you walking out the house like that and your crust on your mouth looking crazy? But then a man, dang, shorty, you fine. I wouldn't mind getting up in that. You fine. So they hear these things. So now they're walking around with this complex of I'm a dime, I'm 10 because these men told me so, but they're just being used for a piece of, interaction in the bed. So that's my answer on that. And to the subject of do I think that someone should be able to take care of someone's kids? Like me, again, I'm a whole different type of being. That's just who I am. I wouldn't care if somebody had kids or not. But we cannot expect a man to get into a relationship with a woman and we force that upon a man to, oh, you're with that woman, you need to take care of her kids. Some men honestly do not know how to be fathers. They don't know how to raise kids. They've never done it. And the mental capacity that they have, they might have that to be with a woman, but to raise kids, we have to look at it as how can we force this man to do that when he knows nothing of it? Like he might be immature. He might have a job and know what to do and in the bedroom and be with his woman and the sweet things to say to her ear. But does he have the wherewithal to actually be a man, a father, a leader to kids? Probably not. but he probably knows how to run a business. Same thing with some women. They might not know how to be a mother. They know how to care, but same thing, you know, it goes vice versa. That's my opinion on that.
So I have a question for you.
Me too, E.
Oh boy, here we go.
So, because you made that point, and I'm like, so why would a man like that, who doesn't have the capacity to be a father or to have the capacity to be around kids, but is a good businessman, why would he want to be with a woman that has children? Shouldn't he be seeking someone who does not have children?
Exactly, E.
No, because he might still be attracted to that woman and what she has to offer, her mind and who she is as a singularity. But then the kids come as an additional thing. And that's
The
what I be
kids
telling
are
some of these guys out here that,
the kids that's a package deal.
it is a package deal. But see, some men probably think that they can take that on. They think they can. See, working in a business place and being with family, those are two completely different things. And I think a lot of people think that you can combine the two. In a way you can, but it is still different. Like there's a difference between being a businessman and being like a leader of your house and a nurturer, before it ends up becoming almost like a controlling type thing. Like it just, you have to learn how to separate the two. You know what I'm saying? Like it just,
I have no clue what you're saying, but
Okay.
let me ask you this. How is that supposed to work? Sorry, E, I'm sorry. I just got to get this out. How is that supposed to work?
well,
That type of relationship, you saying that he can't raise kids, but he want to be with this woman because he just want to be with this woman, and she has kids. So what does he do? He ignore her kids, or what do he do?
no. Well, he has to be able to lure his mind to someplace else to be inside of a family setting. Like I see that all the time. Like some of these guys, these rich guys, and they're like, okay, I'm tired of these young crazy girls. I want somebody who's a little bit more stable, whose elevator is starting to go all the way to the top. So now they're like, okay, I want to date somebody who's 30 and up, 40 and up, 50 and up. So now they're kind of away with these young girls playing games. So sometimes in certain areas, now that they choose these women who are mature and know, how to treat a man, 7 times out of 10, they're going to have children. That's what ends up happening.
Yeah,
Because
but how do they navigate that though? Because let's say they're in this relationship, she has kids, he really don't know how to raise kids. So how do that dynamic work is what I'm asking. What does he do? Does he just go to work and
no,
wait for
he's
the
going to
kids
have
to
to
go to
learn.
bed, or like how do that work?
He's going to have to learn as he goes. Like it's a choice. But from the very beginning, people can't force that upon somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. If that makes any sense, like you can't force that upon somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. They don't know the dynamics of how that person's household is and all that. It's like a learning game. So it has to be something that man has to stick and stay for. Like if he's willing to put up,
Yeah, it takes two to tango. It's her choice too.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, he wants this and he whatever. But if somebody comes into my life, that's what I'm going to be looking for, right? That's what I'm going to be checking for. You can't handle my kids, or you can't accept my baggage or what I got in my life, then you ain't even getting in my bed.
Exactly. Well, you know what? I agree with y'all. I'm just talking about the immature side of some men. Like how can you expect certain men who don't know what they're doing inside that area? Like me, if I seen somebody with kids in the package, okay, like let's see how this goes. Like, and I'm good with kids.
Yeah, but I don't think we expect them to do that though. Like she said,
exactly.
if you say that you don't like children, and let's just say we just met, and you said that you don't, you're not a father, you don't like children, you don't want to, you don't want to have any children. Well, then 9 times out of 10, that woman is gonna say, well, you're just not the person for me, because I can't see a woman getting with a man, and I don't care what he got or how he look or what's going on. I just can't see a real woman getting with a man who don't want to have anything to do with kids.
Okay.
Because on the flip side of that, a lot of times men have kids and they want us to accept their children. So why can't it be vice versa? That's all.
Exactly.
I've done it. You know how many times I've
It's
dated women that had kids, like when inside my younger days. I've done it. I've done it. But the thing is, it didn't last, and I was willing to work it out with some of these women. But then the whole baby daddy, this issue, and oh, you with it, like I'm like I'm not dealing with that. But I've done it, and I didn't care.
The
I
only
didn't
way
care.
the only way I can see this even making sense is if the woman, these aren't children. These are, teenagers, or they're in college, or they're grown. You know what I'm saying? But any woman that has babies, toddlers, children that are school age, why would you deal with a man that only wants to deal with you but doesn't want to deal with her children? You're compartmentalizing
right.
the relationship.
That's on them because they choose to do that. But then what ends up happening is a woman sometimes thinks that they can change a man's mind, like, oh, if it's good enough and all this stuff. And it's like, no, expect the unexpected. Expect that he's gonna be like that. But they have this whole now remind y'all, I'm not speaking off what I think. I'm just speaking on perspective of what goes around in society. Like this is kind of like the general caucus. You understand what I'm saying? So that's not me, but a woman has to understand that and realize that sometimes they cannot change a man. It's like a hope. Well, let me see if this works. Let me try to hope. Let me see if this can work. And if it's not put down in stone straight from the very beginning, well then like I'm not blaming the woman, but I'm just saying, like, in women's defense, they they have to have a sit down and talk. Like, you really have to sit down and talk with a man. Like, I'm dropping gems right now. You sit and you talk, like, this is what it is. Are you willing to accept this and deal with this? I'm putting this forward. Are we willing to compromise with each other? Because I think people get into these relationships and they go off this hoping and wishing off stuff that they see on TV and online, that it's going to be a fairy tale, and watching social media, and it's, oh, this is supposed to be this way. And then they end up getting heartbroken both sides when they had that discussion from the beginning.
My brother of a certain age, welcome to the panel, bro.
Hey,
Salute to you, bro. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. A pleasure. The floor is
Hey,
now
brother.
yours. The floor is now yours, sir.
Yes, absolutely.
No,
Plenty.
I'm just gonna say salute to the panel, SBK, just ETV, Thrive, Coach Joe. I said what I said. All Foxy, to Roxy, Vaughn, Real Even. Salute to the
What up?
panel. It's just a package deal. You know what I'm saying? You that's it. You know what I'm saying? You know that from the jump. If people are being honest up front and you know what you're going into, it's a package deal. And so you have to take a step back and do more listening than you talking. Find out what that person is, find out where the boundaries are with that particular person, whether it's a man or a woman with their kids. Find out. So you might find out, like, listen, it's gonna be my kids first. You're gonna come in a close second. And if you okay with that, then you deal with it. And I think for the most part, if anybody is once you become a parent and you're guarded of your children, you're going to put them first.
exactly.
And everybody else coming in to that. So if you don't rock with my children, you don't vibe with my children, if you don't want somebody with children, you just got to, move around. And we all, my name is of a certain age, but I mean, if you, after you get to a certain age, like, you don't have the time to deal with, we all have stuff. We supposed to be working out our stuff on our own. So when you come to the table, because I hate that table word.
Proverbial table.
Yeah, when you come to that proverbial table, you have to have yourself in a position where, okay, all right, so I'm not offended by this. I know that this woman has kids, and she gonna have to go to the parent, the PTA meetings. She gonna have to deal with the emotions of the kids. If it's in its different levels, right? Are they from 0 to 10, right? That's a different age. Are they teenagers? Like, it's all these things that you have to deal with, that you have to keep in consideration. So if you don't want to deal with that stuff, and if you and look, if you got to do the research, if you got to go on AI, if you got to find some books to deal with it, to decide whether you want to deal with this person or not. Do all of that, but just know that if it's a parent and they tapped into their kid's life, you just got to deal with it. And if you don't want to deal with it, move around, because most people, like I said, of our age, they're not trying to waste time with you and the things that you know, all the stigmas and all the things that you bring in. They don't have time for that. They worried about their kids. They're worried about their kids' grades. They're worried about feeding their kids. They're worried about work. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta kind of deal with it. And so decide from there.
I got a question for the panel then, based on this. Would you say these two people are selfish? If they got together with this dynamic, there's kids involved, but they still got together, is this a selfish act on both parts?
Nope. I'll be like, let's be one big happy family. You take all your kids, I take all my kids, and let's be happy. The Brady Bunch.
And you gave the dynamic, the man doesn't want children, but he gets with the woman with children. So are both these people selfish? Is the woman selfish for getting with a man that she knows doesn't want kids, but he's well-to-do, he's well off, he's providing provision, right? And
If it's for lustful needs, if it's for lustful purposes, like lustful purposes, and that's all she sees it for, then yeah, they being selfish, of course.
Yeah, I say selfish because have y'all ever seen the movie I Can Do Bad All By Myself, the Tyler Perry? My grandmother always said, man or woman, a person that doesn't like children is something wrong with them. And if you tell me you don't like children and you're a man or a woman, I'm side-eyeing you. There's something not right with you. Okay? So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Well, I say they stupid.
She said skip
That's
selfish.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
They're just ignorant.
yeah, it's
They're
ignorant
just
to get with
ignorant.
some. Go ahead.
Yep.
But in my opinion, it's ignorant to get with somebody that you know that's not going to accept your children, and you know this person don't even want children, and you know, like, why? I don't care about what they have or how they look or how they look in the garden or none of that. Okay. Um,
That garden.
but anyway, it's stupid, it's selfish, it's foolish, and how and it's temporary, okay? Because that's just a recipe for disaster of you just wasting time, and it's not gonna last, okay? Because if relationships are hard enough when you think you've chose the person that's for you, and you think that you guys have a lot of similarities and that you think alike and you think that you can vibe with this person, okay, that's hard enough to even just deal with a person that's you know, thinking the same way that you think. But you throw a monkey wrench in there, and and two people get together who don't even see eye to eye. What do you think that relationship is going to turn out into? It's going to turn into disaster, in my opinion.
I like that.
Well,
Anybody else? Miss Foxy?
yes, I look at it like this. Children are a gift from God for all of us. We are all a gift from God to our parents. So why can't we see these children as a gift from God to us too? And if you like children, then you don't like yourself. That's how I look at it. If you don't like children, then you don't like yourself. What if your parents didn't want you?
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. And the thing is, like, I want people to not think, because I think some people inside the chat might think, like, you know, I'm projecting towards women. That's so the opposite. Y'all know how, those who do know me, I'm more of the side for women, because I want people to try to fix things, for people to like kind of have respect for each other now. It's like, let's stop bashing these women stop bashing these men, and let's build them up. And I'm kind of for the women, for men to stop doing certain things to women when they're younger, and, you know, breaking their hearts and making them go on a certain path and all this kind of stuff. And some women don't care. They just want to have kids just to fill some sort of void. Like, it's so many different reasons. And some women don't care. They'll get with a man. I'm like, well, I'm going to take care of these kids myself. Doesn't matter if you like them or not. Like, it's so many different pathways that go to this. It's so rooted on out. We're just, you know, scratching the surface on this. So sometimes you can't blame. Some women are willing to accept that. Some men are willing to accept that because they know that they got it on their own. Like they don't need no woman. They don't need no man to take care of their kids because they've been doing it. But to have companionship in it, I've seen that too with people. You
Well, then
know.
they should just get a call, a booty call, and not get in a relationship. And I don't see anything wrong with people who don't want kids because that's a preference, and everybody is don't want to be a parent, and that's okay. But if you just don't want to be a parent, then don't get with someone who have kids. That's all. I'm not knocking it, and I'm not judging it or anything. But I just think it's a waste of time to get with someone that have children and you don't want to be bothered with children. I just don't, or you don't even know anything about raising kids, and you're not even trying to learn about raising kids. So why would you get with someone that have kids? I mean, to me, it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy to me.
That's why I said it's selfish. Why would you do that to the children? Because kids pick up on that. They gonna pick up on that. This man don't want to have nothing to do with me. You know, that's a selfish act
Yeah,
on both parts.
that's where the honest conversation comes in up front. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, we say, you heard people say that people meet somebody's representative when they first meet somebody. That's where it's time to, like, you know, knock that down, knock that veil down, be who you are, and just be honest. And then that way you give somebody the opportunity to move around if you're not fitting, at least in that beginning, because people could change. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, well, I don't really, and then you get around somebody and you say, you know what, this person got all this, they got their stuff together. They're saying, I like their kids. And so, but if you genuinely don't want to be around somebody else's kids, then don't, it's best not to waste the time of that person. You know what I'm saying? Just,
I agree,
move around.
I agree, but it's both parties are responsible for that. She's responsible too. You can't put that off on the man all the time. She's responsible as a mom. She has her kids. She should be putting those kids on at a certain place where she knows, hey, those kids should have some, it don't matter how good he is, how good he looks, how good the package is. It don't matter. None of that matters. It shouldn't. She has responsibility just like he does. Step into that woman. It's on both, in my opinion.
And see, I think about what's going on today. I see so many kids being unalived, being AB'd, being mistreated. And so to me, that's the type of person that would just do that to your child. How could you trust somebody around your kids or to be with your kids?
Exactly.
And they say that they don't want kids and they don't want to, they don't want kids. They don't want to be a parent. How the heck can you trust anybody to be around your child that have that type of thinking? And it's nothing wrong with them people who say that they don't want kids. But don't come stepping up to me because I have kids, okay?
Yeah.
And so don't step up to me telling me that you don't like kids, because if you step up to me, you're just gonna step back because like Joe said, it's both of our responsibilities, and as a mother, you definitely have to have that type of discernment, and you definitely, like brother said, you definitely have to have that conversation. There's no way that on this God green earth that I would have anybody around my child that say that they didn't want kids.
Exactly. And I'm not going to wait around for you to grow up in my age. Hold on. At my age, I'm not going to wait around for you to change your mind. No, you tell me up front you don't want kids. I ain't going to trust you around my grandkids. I ain't going to trust you around my granddaughters. I ain't going to trust you around my grandson or my son.
That part.
Because nowadays they like anything and everything, and you can step. You ain't even my line.
Women, you're right.
I gotta invite you in, y'all. That's what people gotta understand. Once you invite them in, they're in.
And you know what, Joe? I just got to say this. I feel at any age, ain't no growing up and wait. No, there's nothing wrong with not wanting children. And I just wanted y'all to hear the key word when people say they don't like kids. Were children at one point ourselves that hung around other children, that played with other
Mm.
children. We were children ourselves. So if you don't like, okay, little people, which that means, it's just weird to me. So I don't care how old you are, okay, how many kids you got, how, like she said, how good the D is, how much money he got. If he don't like children, that's a red flag because
Exactly.
they'll
I
do
agree.
anything to them.
Yeah, you're right. I stay away from those kind of people, and those kind of people, they trigger me because I see the looks on their faces and stuff, and it's like, let somebody do something in front of me. It's like that overseas Marine Corps gonna come back out of me. Like I don't like stuff like that. Like children are innocent.
And I
They're
suggest
innocent.
and I suggest that you make it a friends with
Mm-hmm.
benefits where your kids don't never meet this person. If you just gotta have that person,
Mm-hmm.
then y'all just get what
Hmm.
y'all need from each other
Yeah,
and
I have
leave
more
it
I
at
don't
that.
respect
even
for
want.
that
I
than
don't
I'm
even want
for.
them for that.
from somebody like
I'm
I don't
cool.
want them
No,
from
no,
that
no.
either, but I'm just saying
I
if
agree. Yeah,
but I
yeah.
wouldn't want them for I would personally I wouldn't, but like
Mm-mm.
Real said, sometimes the chemistry is there or the lust is there or whatever. So if
Yeah.
you gotta have it like that, then make sure your kids don't meet this person.
Yeah, that's why I say
Exactly.
I have more respect for women who, deal with certain kind of men, but don't bring them around their kids versus the ones that's, oh, this y'all,
Your
my
uncle.
friend, yeah, your uncle and, my friend and this y'all new daddy and, I'm gonna drop them off at child's house. It's like, what? What?
I can't
No.
stand
Heck
people. I
no.
can't stand when
No.
women used to do that. Oh my god.
Nope, no, man, nobody name my kids ain't going to somebody's house, especially if I know that they got some weird uncle or somebody over there. That's why I'd be very defensive about my kids when they be wanting to go over there to their friends' houses, even with stuff like that. I'm like, no, I want to know who's
Yes.
over there. I want to see
Real.
that, like, because I'm telling you that
Right.
that I'm a protector of children. I'm a protector of weak
Mm-hmm.
people and old folk. Like I just
Weak
don't do
people
that.
and
It
old
just
folks.
yeah,
All
because
I'm
it
gonna
can
say is I've been
please.
accused of being paranoid and overly crazy,
No,
but no.
no,
If
people
you
are
got
disgusting and sick
yeah, I tell my
and
daughter
no.
if what she say? Well, can I go to such and such house? What's their phone number? What's their mama name? Where they live at? Who all live there? Do they got an older brother? Do they got an uncle, stepfather? Is their parents
Yeah,
married? Oh, you doing too much? You ask too many
no,
questions. No, I'm
no,
not.
No,
no,
you're not.
no, you're
I'm
not.
absolutely not.
Turn
And
on your app.
I,
There's an
it's not
app where
only
you can
for
see
your.
all of them around you too. It
Well,
shows.
I
It's
just
not.
watched this, but I just watched this body cam where this little girl was staying all night with her friends, and the father went to bed, and guess who was trying to take advantage of it? It was the mother. So,
Right.
Wait, what?
so now,
What?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's
yep.
on
Yes.
you. That's on
Yes.
YouTube. It's on YouTube.
And
It's
it's
a
Yeah,
not
they
body
do
only
cam
the
you
out
don't
there.
same thing.
You
you
gotta
don't
be
only
kidding me.
tell your daughters. You don't only protect your little daughters. You also protect your sons. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
men,
Facts, E.
You ain't like my son is 12. My son
these
look like he's
women are
freaking
messed.
18 years old, and grown women be trying to. I know exactly what y'all talking about too.
You just protect your children,
No,
your
but
son or your daughter.
but the lady was trying to
Both.
mess with this little
Hmm.
girl. She had a husband, but she was trying to
Mm.
entice this little teenage girl. So it don't
Weird.
matter if they got a father or uncle. Sometimes it matters if they
Mm-hmm.
got an auntie also. So you have to watch your
Yep.
kids around everybody. It ain't just the
Everybody
men
is a
that you have to
suspect, and
protect them from. You got to protect them from the women also in some instances.
everybody
Absolutely.
is a suspect
Mm.
in Vaughn's court of law. Okay, like I said, I've been accused of being helicopter hover mom, over protective, doing too much, being nosy, all up in folks' business. I be all up in folks' business when it's time to be up in their business, and my kids' business is my business, and I mean all of that. Okay.
No, that's nothing wrong. I didn't
Hmm.
let my son
Now,
spend the night over nobody's house. I would let them come to my house. Y'all can come to my house, but you can't spend the
Exactly.
night. Y'all can
I
come
don't
to my
even be
house.
trusting that
Ain't
because
no,
people's spirits be
yeah,
on who knows.
no
That
spending the
means some
night,
family
none of that.
members.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
spending the
Okay.
night, none of that.
Well, see, I had me most the reason why I say I have so many stepchildren, bonus children, is because most of the kids that came to my house because of my children is because their parents wasn't in their lives like that. And the parents felt safe, the mothers felt safe because they know I was one of those play that mama. Girls in the room with me, boys in the living room. Simple as that. There ain't no sneaking out, the door locked at night. They in the room with me and the boys in the living room. That's how it is, that's how it stands. You don't like it, then
That's old school.
there's the door. But the girl's gonna be in the room with me and the boys are gonna be in the living room at that time. Because I can watch over the girls and I ain't got to worry about the girls trying to tiptoe out and the boys trying to tiptoe in. Oh, hell no. None of that's going down. The door is locked until in the morning when I get up and fix breakfast and then you want to go home, then go home to your mammy and your daddy. If you don't like what I did,
I didn't have none of that. I didn't have none of that. You stay at your house and we stay at our house. Y'all can come over and play. You ain't playing at their house. Y'all can play at my house if y'all want to. But they gonna go home and you gonna come home. So we just left it at that. And if it wasn't my mother's house, then you ain't going nowhere else.
Now, see, I knew all the parents' kids that was at my house. I met their parents. I didn't just, tell them kids, their kids, they come over and I don't know their parents. I need to see mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, whoever I need to know. So I know name, telephone number, whatever I need to know, address. So if anything happens, I can contact them and they can come and do what they need to do to take care of their children. Other than that, no, you ain't coming to my house. Who your mama? Who your daddy? Where they live at? So it's old school. You got to be old school with these kids now. And in this world, I had to deal with it. My son was upset. He's with the court today. Look like it's going to be a pretty good case. But his baby mama, she gets the baby on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and he gets her the other days of the week. Do you know that woman posted on Facebook? Can I pay somebody to babysit my baby for me while I do some hair? On Facebook, and you got a public page. You don't have a private page or a friend page. You got a public page, and you're putting it on there. Do someone want to babysit my baby so I can do hair?
People are stupid and dumb. I hate stuff like that.
I was
this is pissing me off.
That,
And so these are things that still out here happen. And we took that to court today, and the judge took that into fact because he's trying to get full custody. Because if you're willing to do that on Facebook, and this baby ain't but 1 or 2 years old, what will you do later on? You give that child over to somebody just so you can do what you need to do, and we don't know that person. You don't know that. No, we get custody of that baby. When you get it together, and like they say, grow the hell up, then you see more of your child. Till then, no, we can lock that down. We got to do that old school shit now.
My family had to beg me to give them my baby. They was upset with me, and it's not that I don't trust my family. It's just things happen when people ain't looking, and I had to remind them of that. And I didn't start letting my daughter go with my dad or even my aunt, my favorite aunt. Like, they were like, why you act like that with her? I didn't care. This is my first girl. I'm not going to lie. I was a little paranoid, but, things, therapy, help. But I didn't let my daughter go with my dad, I want to say, till she started walking. And even then, I was calling every hour. Okay, I was getting on their nerves and all of that. Like, it took a whole lot for me to hand my child over to my father, who's never done anything to me. Okay, so I don't understand these young, stupid women who go on Facebook and say, "Well, somebody pay." No, okay, you can sit the baby right there in front of you with whoever and do some hair. I've done it. Okay, but yeah.
So my question is, are we moving in a direction where we are just going to be more separate? Because somebody that is not familiar with any of us, we might be able to present ourselves a certain way, and we might be able to, the points we expound, our talking points, are, you know, in general, if you feel like somebody has good character, you just really, the truth is, you never know who somebody is. I don't care what their title is. I don't care what their job is. So we've seen policemen.
That part.
We've seen pastors, we've seen preachers, we've seen teachers, we've seen mentors, we've seen Boy Scout leaders, Girl Scout leaders. Like, what is the actual answer? Are we just gonna continue to move? Because going like, and you know, somebody, I forgot who said, like, going like to the old school. You know, if you had a store in the neighborhood years ago, you didn't have to necessarily pay for the food or whatever, or the items. They had like the little notebook where they knew your parents, right? So it would say, oh, it's just ETV. Ain't your mother so-and-so? Okay. You could just take down the notes, and your mother or your father had to square up later on in the week when they got paid. We got our pizza and our good meals on Friday, or when the numbers hit. So like, there was like a whole ecosystem of all of us kind of trusting each other. But even then, you start to find out later on that everybody wasn't trustworthy. So my point is, like, where are we going? Are everybody gonna go to their corner and we just not gonna trust each other as humans? Or are we gonna, is there a way that we can build that back up? Because we're finding out slowly but surely every day that the people we felt like were the most trustworthy, or the upstanding citizens in the community, they're not quite that. They didn't stand up to that. So where are we going with this? Which direction do you guys feel like we're going?
Well, play dates. To me, you better start doing play dates so you can watch your kid. If they want to go somebody else, then all of y'all need to go over their house and watch them while they play. Because when I was coming up, we didn't get to stay at nobody's house. Like I said, if it wasn't our grandmother and she was single, we couldn't go. We didn't go over to anybody's house, and nobody stayed all night at our house. And like you said, back in the day, it was still people that was doing things, and as a community, all of us like to keep everything in the family. A lot of times they didn't call the person out. They just let that person do whatever to the kids, and you just kind of kept the kids away from that person, if they were suspect or what have you. So I suggest that, I don't have any young children down, thank you, Jesus. But if you have young children and they want to go play with somebody, I think you ought to go over there, watch them while they play with whoever, or meet them at the park or somewhere. And that way they still can interact with other people. But you definitely better have an eye on everybody, whether you know them or not, whether you think you know them or not. Like you said, because people have masks on. And we see it every day. Nobody's an exception to the rule these days. You've seen it in all professions, even doctors, that's one of the reasons why they have nurses come in the room now. In my state, they do. If you have a male doctor, you have a female nurse that's in their room while they're examining you, because of what doctors have done in the past. So it's like you can't trust anything or anybody anymore.
And titles don't matter. That's what, first and foremost, that's what we should have already gotten down. Titles, status, that doesn't matter. It's communication, and it's getting to know somebody first, period.
So I was going to say that there is a way of knowing and detecting, but this is like, I'm going to just say this real fast. There is a way of knowing it. And I mean, I'm sure there's probably 2 or 3 people that probably know what I'm talking about, but it'll be, and I'm sure Vaughn's know what I'm talking about, but it'll let it be known to you days before, and that other part, you know what I'm talking about. And it'll just happen. It's not lost to everybody, but if there is a way, like I can't really explain it because some people is not going to know what I'm talking about, but there still is
Hairs
ways
on the back of your neck, standing up, gut
the dreams, the
strong, gut
visions,
feeling,
the feelings,
dreams, the Holy
the dreams,
Spirit.
the
But
beings coming down and put, yeah. See, you know what I'm
wait,
talking about
real.
then,
But wait,
you
real.
know?
Most importantly, and I got to be honest with y'all. It's really, I have that with a lot of men. I've felt it in grocery store. Like, I'm gonna give y'all an example. When my daughter was a baby,
Spidey sense.
older people used to give her money and it was this one man who he was trying to give her, I think it was like $1 or something. And the hairs on the back of my neck stood up, and I was like, no, no, that's okay. Okay, I red flag. Okay. So when you get that weird feeling, believe it. It's real. It's like sinister or something. Ugh. Yeah.
Mhm. The woosery,
But
the
he's
energy.
asking the question: how do we how do we mitigate that? How do we allow our children? Are we going to just go into our corners, or how are we going to allow our children to integrate it within the community
Yeah,
and be
yeah,
a kid and learn how to get along with people without anything happening to them?
yeah,
You
because
gotta
A
learn.
waiting game.
right. That was where I was going with it, because if you take all of our kids, right, you take a bunch of different kids, different colors, different whatever, that can't speak yet, and you put them in a playground, right? They just gonna play.
Mhm.
They're just gonna gravitate towards each other. They can look at the slide, they can look at the monkey bars, they can look at things, and they can communicate whether they have the same language or not. They can communicate and play and have fun, but there is a certain time where we have to teach them, and they have to learn that there are things, there are signs, there are signals, there are things that we want them to watch out for, because it could now, and we also have to separate some of our fears from things that we were taught. Not to go too deep, but like when I was a kid, like when it was thunder and lightning, you had to turn off the lights, you couldn't run the water, you had to be quiet, you had to slay down, like all this stuff that happened. I was told like lightning, because when we were kids, lightning came through the window and went out the other window, like all this stuff that we teach our kids, that we put on them, as far as fear. Because
You talking about your fears, yeah.
yeah, kids are fearless. Kids are, they don't think about boundaries. We put those things on them. So
Correct.
that's the direction I was going. Like, how do we like get back to, or get to a place where, we don't put all of these extra fears on kids, but the stuff is real. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want to minimize these fears. This shit is
Oh,
real.
okay.
These things are real, that's out there. I don't want to minimize these things, but how do we allow kids to be kids, and it's, as long as they can, enjoy that innocence of being the kids without responsibility, without adult things. Like, how do we get to the point where we're allowing kids just to be kids until, and also teach them as well that life ain't sweet. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody's nice to them doesn't mean that they want the best for them, or just because somebody may seem stern or mean doesn't mean that they want the worst for them. They may be trying to teach them a lesson. You know what I'm saying? So how do we get to that where we are, if because we're talking about not allowing kids to stay over, not allowing kids, either, or not wanting to have kids come to your house because you don't want any kind of issues with them, with as far as gender. Like, okay, well, I got all the girls over here and I got all the boys over here, we want to separate. Like, all these things are important, but how do we like flesh out exactly how, and allow these kids to grow up and not have all these schisms and things that we bring with us, whether they're true or not true, or whether they're feelings or not, like that's what I was going with it. Like, how do we do that?
Well, I feel like you can, and okay, I'm speaking so fast, y'all, because I still have little kids, and I'm gonna be cool. But how I feel is exactly what we said. Okay, you can still spend a night, but girls over here, boys over there, and you're supervising while these children are spending the night. It's not that we just extra and don't want our kids to have fun. It's I'm gonna put it to you like this. Pay attention. Our kids can still have childhoods, but we still have to pay attention, and we also still have to teach our children how to protect themselves and how to look out for themselves. It's not that we just want everybody to think everything is just danger, danger, danger. It's like, no, there is danger. Okay, this is why these are the rules, and why you can't go to everybody's house, because I don't care how much fun you want to have, everybody's house ain't for you, and you ain't for everybody's house. Okay. And as far as kids going on the playground and playing, watch the kids while they're playing on the playground. Like, it's really not that hard. Be parents. no shade to nobody. I'm not a perfect parent, but when it comes to, so, and it's not that I'm just, coming at you, brother. It's that I've literally heard this. Well, these kids, no, okay, because see, that's why XYZ happened to me and you, and XYZ is happening to your kids, and this is why, some of us are getting pregnant, okay, lack self-control, okay, like we're protective parents because we know, okay. Now I'm not speaking for everybody, but I know, and I don't want that for my kids. So it's not that, I'm just paranoid and extra. It's, I know what comes with that. And what comes with that is a lifetime of trying to figure out all these unnecessary things that wouldn't have had to happen if somebody was paying attention. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Well, you said you said the kids can still stay all night, right? At your house, right?
At my house, yes.
But are you gonna allow them to stay all night at somebody else's house?
No. And my only reason for that, sis, is one, I be up all night anyway, okay? So ain't nobody doing nothing underneath Vaughn's reality eyeballs, okay? Two, I know I'm not weird, but I don't trust other people not to be weird. And people can, say, oh, that's not fair, and how can I trust you? Your baby, I'm not gonna beg you to let your baby come to my house, okay? Because I don't want my baby at your house anyway. My house is the alternative because, I'm gonna pay attention. That's why my house is the out. I really don't even want this to happen anyway. If I'm keeping it real, y'all. Okay, so yeah, the kids can still have a childhood. I don't believe in, like, for example, my kids went to summer camp. My husband went to church camp. I don't believe in camps and overnight school field trips. I don't believe in any of that. Now I will say, when my kids are teenagers, because some schools do the Washington D.C. trips and the New Orleans trips and stuff like that. I'm just gonna have to pray, and ask God, to protect them and stuff. But as far as they're little, and under my watch, where people can accuse and lie and make my kids be fast or make my boys to be this and that, it's not happening. You understand what I'm saying? It's just not happening.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna say,
I'm sorry.
oh, did you
No,
want to say something?
I'm a guest. I'm fall back. Let's do your thing.
No. I wanted to, because I see what Bonds is saying, and I totally get that. But when you get, because my son was like that. I didn't allow my son to sleep over at no one's house, whether it be family or friend, especially when he was younger, especially when he wasn't verbal. So if he wasn't verbal and he couldn't speak, he couldn't tell me certain things, there was no way he was going to spend the night over family or friends' house, meaning, my cousins or my auntie's house or something like that. My mom or my grandmother, absolutely. But anybody outside of that, no, right? But when he got to the age of where he was speaking and, he could tell me certain things, or he was very, audible about his feelings, that's when I allowed him to spend the night over someone's house. And it took a lot for me, but I definitely had the conversation, and the conversation was more so me making sure that he knew that no matter what over there, no matter what someone said, you abide by what they're, the rules over there. But if someone at any point made you feel uncomfortable, at any point, woman, man, child, adult, if you felt that something was out of sync, it didn't feel right to you, even if they threatened you and said, you better not tell me or your daddy. I told him, don't worry about that. They ain't your parent. You let us handle that. You let us handle that. No matter what is being said to you, you come tell us. If you don't feel right about it, if it don't feel right, if they touch you wrong, if they say something that don't align, you let us know. You let us know at any point. And so it still took a lot for me that first night, but I felt good that, I had equipped him. You know what I'm saying? I feel people need to equip. I didn't just throw him out there and say, hey, this your first night, let's see what happens. No, because I know what can happen. You know what I'm saying? I know the possibility. So I just kind of, and he was a little boy. I want to say he was like 10. So, but I wanted to make sure that he was okay. And I wanted to make sure that he knew that there is nothing that should be said to him that he can't, that he feels uncomfortable with, that he shouldn't tell me or his dad nothing. And don't be afraid, because I will come up in there and tear up shop. Point blank, period. So,
And that's on
you know,
period.
that's on period. So it's just I
Agreed.
feel you gotta communicate. You definitely talk to your kids. Don't just assume, equip them. And I feel a lot of us don't equip our children. A lot of us don't know how to be parents. A lot of us shouldn't be parents. Some of us should not be parents. You know what I'm saying? So, we have to take that into accountability. And I'm just being real. Some of us should never been parents. But because we are, you have a responsibility, and a lot of people don't take that responsibility on. But I would say that definitely equip your children.
Yes, and with equipping your children now, they have the technology where you can have your cell phones, and if they have cell phones, you can I mean, some people will oh, it's an invasion of privacy. Oh well, I don't care. I'm protecting what's mine. They have technology where you can, keep track of your kids, and if they're inside of a dangerous situation, if you have that good enough plan, you can even listen in. And it can end up saving their life, because y'all just have to remember this: the type of world this age of this world that we're going into, this age of information and AI, things are becoming more dangerous, and it doesn't matter how much you try to shelter this and shelter your kids. They're going to see it online. They're going to see it on these tablets. They're going to see it on these phones. So we got to do our best to try to keep them somewhat sheltered, only because of what's going on. It's better to keep them somewhat sheltered than for them to go through a lifetime of trauma. Because if you know what's going on now in today's age, where things are worse, drugs are rampant, all these things is being allowed and going on, y'all have to understand that. Like, we can't just turn a blind eye to it.
Oh,
So you
absolutely.
got to play it safe and so,
One more thing, people ought to pop up at school, because these teachers are not featuring no more. Because a lot of these teachers are trying to take advantage of your kids, and
They telling
janitors.
them don't say nothing.
Or them people reading kids the books. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to talk about that, but y'all know what I'm talking about, and I'm thinking that's kind of not right too, because you're kind of forcing something upon them.
Now, at the end of the day,
I know what Real talking about. Yep.
I know what you're talking about, but at the end of the day, statistically, those people don't do anything to kids. It's the other side that does.
You're right.
It's
right.
the other people that mess with kids. Okay, those people
You're right.
really do just come in there and read books. It's these teachers. We just had a teacher in Houston who had a whole ring going on in high school that she was, trafficking young girls, her and her son, and she was a high school teacher. And so that's why I say, yes. So that's why I say you can't even trust the school these days. And I worry about my grandbaby, because she has a disability and she can't talk, but what she have going on, she only answer questions. She don't, initiate conversations. But if you ask her a question, she'll answer it, and she's very vulnerable, and gullible. And so anything can happen to her at school, especially if she trusts someone. And a lot of times, some of these teachers do groom your children. And I've seen women teachers, and I've seen men teachers that are taking advantage of these kids. So I'm just telling you guys, we live in a dog-eat-dog evil world, and you have to watch your child in every space that they enter.
That part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And a lot of these kids are not, I'm so sorry.
No.
A lot of these kids, you're not going to the parent-teacher conferences. You're not getting to know the kids' teachers. You're not getting to know, you know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be. I went to everything. And not only that, when you're taking your kid over to somebody's house, there's not a person that my child went over to the house. I didn't know the mama, her boyfriend, the husband. We done all met. You done seen my crazy. You done seen my husband's crazy. So act up if you want to with my kid. You know what I'm saying? You just
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, so when we think of like somebody who's looking to victimize somebody, they're not looking for the person who has support. So
Exactly.
they're looking the sharks are looking for somebody that, doesn't have the support, doesn't have the parent showing up, one or the other. I don't care if it's the mother or the father, doesn't have somebody showing up all the time for the teachers' parents conferences or the whatever it is, or advocating for them or dropping them off. So if they see us active, they see us, we talking, we're there, we're meeting them, we're greeting them.
Right.
Said it doesn't have to be one or the other. It could be both. It doesn't have to be one or the other, or both. But the people that are looking to victimize are looking for the ones who don't have that support. So that's why if you are in your children's life, it's important for you to support and show up so people know, okay, this kid, the ones, because again, this is not a knock on. So when I kind of did like a blanket statement, like police, past, like this is not a knock on any particular profession or any particular role. I'm just saying that we can't exclude any role or any of these, because we teach kids, like as little kids, we say, okay, that's a policeman, we respect them. That's a pastor, we like, these are things that, right? Firemen, like kids look at that and go, okay, they mean me well because they're looking to save people. So we want to teach the kids, like, there's no title that's going to exclude them, the person, from some from negative behavior. But we also want to make sure that, like, I forgot who was saying it, like that communication, that hey, whatever it is, call me. I don't care what it is. If you're wrong, you could be wrong. It could be a nothing burger, but call me and let me decide. And you leave that line of communication open for them, and they always trust you, and they always feel like, you know what, my mom's or my dad, they got my back. I'm gonna just call them and let them know what it is. So that's important. So I didn't want to. I just want to be clear. I'm not knocking any particular profession or anything like that. It's just, us as parents who are concerned, we definitely want to be tapped in, and we just want to let you know that doesn't matter what you do. We, what I'm saying, we gonna be there for our kids. And I think what It's Just ETV was saying about, hey, call me. Well, I don't care where you at. I don't care who it is. I don't care if uncle, aunt, male, female, whoever it is. If you feeling uncomfortable, give me a call. I'm gonna come and get you. If it turns out to be nothing, is nothing. But the fact that they feel confident and strong enough that I can call my mom, I can call my dad, that's a big deal for them to be able to feel like they can call you no matter what and say, I just want to come home. I don't feel comfortable. I don't know it's nothing. I just don't feel comfortable. I want to come home. And you don't say, nah, you staying there. You years ago it was like, no, you said you staying. Don't call me. You gonna stay there the whole night. Now we got to be able to get up. We tired. You know what I'm saying? Whether you tired, you had a couple of drinks, whatever the case is, I got to get up, go get my kid, and let them know that I support them and being there in that role.
I always told my son, real quick, sorry. I always told my son, especially because my son always knows, he always knew I was crazy. I don't care what. I was the crazy one. But especially, and I always told him, especially if they tell you, oh, don't tell your mama, she's going to trip. I don't care. You best tell me at that point. That means you best tell me.
Yep, exactly.
I want to say shout out to my boy Pick and Choose TV Slim. And I want to say shout out to my little bro, 2 Cent, she calls it, podcast. I want to say shout out to them two brothers. We got home training, y'all. I see you, bro.
And also, Sweet Rita!
Exactly. Right, Sweet Rita's in the building. We can always salute you like the Tap In podcast can only do. So, but yeah, Pick and Choose, salute to you, bro. 2 Cent, Sweet Rita. We got you. I wanted to say, man, I forget who it was. I believe it was a Brilliance or Jen J, one of them. Those hard conversations have to be had. And so what I mean by that is, my kids, I've had those conversations. I'll be like, look, if there's something not right, and Joe knows this, talk to, her, like I said, her son is like my son. I've put them together and be like, hey, look, if there's something that you feel is not right, I want you to talk to me. I want you to tell me about it. You know what I mean? Don't feel like you're not going to get in trouble or anything like that. I want you to feel safe with telling me what you feel is not you're not comfortable with. You know what I mean? Let us know. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? And so those types of conversations have to be had. And it just has to, you know. And as a parent, we got to make that communication very important. So,
And it don't even stop with your kids. I know we're talking about kids a lot here, but my son is 24. My youngest is 24, and I still, like, if he's going out with his boys or whatever to San Francisco, and if you drinking and you feel uncomfortable or somebody drunk, bruh, don't get in the car. Call me. I'll get you an Uber. I'll pay for it. Don't get in the car. Don't make that mistake. You never stop parenting. And I'm not saying, I'm, all up in his business, but I let him know there's nothing dumb that you can ask me, because I done lived a life. I done some dumb things. And so I've made mistakes I don't want you to make. So don't get in the car with that. If he high, he drunk, and he drink too much, look, if you don't feel comfortable, I'll call you an Uber to have you get home.
My son's 28 and his wife, and I'm the one they call. Don't ever feel like, you can't call me. And I'm bonus mom. But I've never, see, that's one thing I wasn't brought up that way. I have sisters. They're not my stepsisters or whatever. I wasn't brought up that way. So my kids are my kids. My daughter's my daughter. That's how I treat them. They're not any different. So whatever, every morning, every afternoon, I'm reaching out to my kids, all of my kids. And call me a liar, but every single day, they know I'm there. And that's the way it is. But I was gonna say, somebody mentioned, there's some kids that don't have that type of parent, and that's where it comes in that we have bonus kids and all this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, have some, and that's where we come in. There are friends of our kids, because I have a friend of my son's, that they don't have the same type of parenting that my son has, but they're friends of my kid, and I treat them and I give them that because I see it. They don't have that type of parenting in their lives, and that's where big-hearted people like some of us come in to be there for those also that don't have those kind of parents in their lives. I just want to mention that.
It's big.
I agree with you, I agree with you, Joe, on that one. That was me. I was big mama.
Big deal. That's a big deal.
Yep.
They say that the woman that had children didn't know what to do. That was me. I used to look at my house on YouTube. I used to have 7 to 10 kids in my house at one time. And they were just chilling and talking, and I was just, can't hear me?
Miss Foxy, you cutting out, sweetheart.
You cutting out.
Cutting out. Can't hear you.
You can't hear me, or you can?
There you go. There you go.
Okay, what it is, I was called, they said the woman that had so many children, what.
Wait. You're in the.
That's why the neighborhood named me.
Go ahead.
Okay, what about
It's
now?
like in and out. Maybe if you disconnect your echo cancellation, it'll probably sound better.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, go in.
Okay, how's that?
Hold on, speak again.
Start talking.
Better? Speak again?
Kind of low.
It's better. You're just lower.
Okay. Hold on a minute. Hold on, I'm going back into the settings, try to change the volume.
Still there?
Okay, how's that? Is that better?
Sound low.
But you know what, SBK? It sounds like you have an echo too.
I got an echo.
Hmm.
Do I have an echo now?
Yeah, I'm hearing a little echo.
Yeah.
Okay, how's my volume now?
It's a little bit better now. We can hear you.
Okay, I was I was like that woman that had so many children that didn't know what to do. That was my house. That was my house on Saturdays. A lot of parents, some parents had to work on Saturday in the neighborhood. Some parents, had to take care of things because they worked during the weekday, and I would be off on weekends, and they would come by and ask me if I could watch the kids while they was gone. So by the time I finished looking up, I have like 7 to 10 kids because they trusted me with those children. But now they all grown and got their own children. They got their own lives, but I still part of their lives because of what I did when they were younger. And that's why I was agreeing with Joe. It's very important because some of them the parents don't have that time for them that they really deserve. And sometimes we can give that to them. And that was me. I had a big heart, and I know one girl, me and her are best friends now for 20 some years. Her little boy used to come, she used to say on Saturdays, don't wake me up until 11 o'clock, because she wanted to sleep late on Saturday. So she used to fix him some cereal and put a little carton of milk in the refrigerator for him to eat. So he got up one morning and unlocked the door, ran out the door, and ran across the court to my building, rang the doorbell, and said, "Auntie, I'm hungry. I want you to feed me." And he knew I would go in the kitchen and cook him up some breakfast. So he didn't want cereal no more. He wanted Auntie's breakfast. So he would come over every Saturday morning and want his breakfast, his pancakes. His favorite was my pancakes. So he would come over, and the first time he did it, I called his mother. I said, "You know where your son is?" She said, "Yes, he's right here laying beside me." I said, "You might want to look over at the bed again." She said, "He at my house." I said, "Yes." So she talked to him about it, but he was 4 then. He was like 4 or 5 years old then. But
And she didn't know he was missing.
No, she didn't know he was missing. She was asleep. And
She off that Jim Beam?
No, she wasn't off the Jim Beam, but she just I don't know what it was, but she was sleeping till about 11 o'clock. It's like her body would automatically sleep until 11 o'clock. And she didn't know that he could unlock the door because he never done it before. And that particular morning he did it. He had never done it all the 4 or 5 years that she stayed in that apartment. And that particular morning he just decided to take his little chair from his table, unlock the door, put the chair back to the table, put on his little slippers, put on his robe, and run across the court to my apartment.
Wow. How you sleep till 11 o'clock and have a 4-year-old? I don't understand that. Because my kids didn't never let me sleep like that.
Thank you for saying that out loud. I said what I said. Thank you.
And
Oh, you're welcome.
But a lot of the parents, their kids used to leave their house, and they feel like the parents won't taking time out to feed them or talk to them. And some of them might just come over just want to talk to me because they was afraid to talk to their parents. Because some things that as parents, we could be hard on our kids about, and they get they get offended. I always told my kids, I don't care how bad I don't like it, still tell me anyway. Tell me anyway. I might not like it, but at least tell me. If you don't tell me, then I got a problem. So I want my kids, I'm not your friend, but I'd rather for you to tell me what's going on and don't tell me at all. Let me get mad, give me a chance to digest it, and then we'll talk about it. But a lot of parents don't want to talk about it. They start fussing and cussing and yelling at the kids to a point that they shut down and they don't tell them nothing. And that's what happens with a lot of kids that go out here and be promiscuous and everything because they can't talk to the parents. And sometimes we have to be parents and talk to the kids. Like SBK talked to his daughter. A lot of men don't talk to their daughters. They threaten them, they put fear in them, and to a point that the kids don't feel like they can come to their fathers to talk to them about. And that's why I commend him on that. He talks with his daughter. He takes time out to talk to his daughter.
Facts.
And
That's a
lot of
real
men
man
don't.
right there.
A lot of men don't do that. A lot of men start fussing. I told you don't do that, and why you do that, and just start yelling and screaming instead of sitting down and asking them, well, what made you do that? Why did you do that? You know, what made you think about doing that? Tap into their head and see what's going on. And they may not know, and you finally find out they really didn't know that they were doing wrong. And then you might have to repeat yourself a couple of times before they finally program in their head. It's not a good thing to do. But if you don't talk to your children and just yell at them all the time, there's a lady in my building in D.C. And I swear to you, from the bus stop to the building, it's amazing the kids don't go to school and tell the teacher, that's not my name. My name is MF. Because that's all she say, MF dumb kids, MF this, all the way from the bus stop to the building. All the way from the bus stop to the building. That's all I hear. I have my patio window door open, and all I hear from the bus stop, I mean the bus stop is a walk. And she crossed the street and still calling them MF and everything till she get in the building. Everybody in the building know about her. And they have called Child Protective Service and nothing happens. She's still calling the kids MFs and everything else. Y'all little dumb MF and da, y'all ain't gonna be S and da. Get your dumb ASs up the street and I mean all the way from the bus stop to the house. And it's sad. And the kids want love. Lady, know that they had a fire alarm that made us evacuate. Lady stand out there, child sweating. I mean, when I say that child was sweating, that child was sweating. He was hot. He kept saying, Mommy, I'm hot, I want some water. Mommy, I'm hot, I want some water. And she was like, you wait until we get inside. You ain't that blessed to have no water. That child, I mean, when I say that child was sweating, he was sweating on his lip, on his nose, on his forehead. And she just stood there and just kept yelling at him the whole time. So I walked up to her and asked her, do you mind me giving him some water, please? I'm hot, and I'm drinking water, and I could give you a bottle of water too if you're hot. But can I give him some? Because you can see he's sweating real hard. And sometimes you can have a heat stroke. I don't care what age you are. You can have a heat stroke. And you don't want your child to be in somebody's hospital because they had a heat stroke. Then she stood there and she finally said, okay, go ahead. But if I hadn't stepped in, she would have been standing there, and that little boy been standing there sweating in the beating sun. And it was 100 degrees that day. And wouldn't even put him in the shade. Just standing there yelling at him. And some of these parents don't need kids. And I agree with, I think it was somebody that said they don't need kids. Some of these mothers ain't mothers. Any woman can have a baby, don't mean they're a mother. Any father can go out here and make a baby, don't mean he's a father. I mean, that's just my opinion. I'm going back into mute.
I hate to see parents curse their kids out like that, though, because it just makes the kid feel so horrible. You can learn how to communicate with your kids without degrading them. And I say it all the time. When you're out in public, you do see a lot of parents that just, they just degrade their kids and call them anything. And I can imagine how that would make a child feel. My mom never, our mom cussed at us, but she never just cursed us out, not in public anyway. She didn't use too many harsh words. And the only time she cursed is when, we didn't do what we were supposed to do. But it wasn't every word was, she just cussing us out and degrading us. And I think that's why a lot of kids now, today don't have the emotional intelligence, as grown-ups. And we say that a lot, I see it a lot, that these kids are just not they're not emotional stable in their 20s and 30s because they didn't have parents that actually talk to them and actually treat them like a human being and actually encourage them, because kids do need encouragement. They need you to, you're their teacher, you're their guide, and, you're raising them to be adults and to be productive citizens. And how can they be anything if you're just going to degrade them all the time and tell them all the bad things that they do and never praise them and let them know some of the good things that they do? My son had a friend that his mom, she was out there, doing whatever was whatever her choice was. Okay, so she never really was at home with her kids, and so I had to help buy her kids school coats for school because it's cold and they don't have a coat to wear. We had to help her son. You know, my son used to give all his clothes to the little boy because he didn't really have any school clothes. And you know, kids are cruel when you're in junior high and high school. They make fun of you when you don't have the right stuff on. But my son was like, I don't know how SBK was when he was little, but my son was like a little He-Man when he was little. But when he was in the 6th grade, he probably was already like 5'7", 5'8", and he was always a big guy. So like every 3 or 4 months, his feet would grow and he would grow. So he would outgrow his clothes all the time. And so he kept me at the store buying clothes. So I was constantly having to give this little boy all his clothes because my son would just like, it seemed like he would grow every season, in my opinion. And so we would donate a lot of his clothes to the little boy down the street because his mom, she was just out there. She wasn't really taking care of him. She really didn't hardly feed him. And so I had to feed him a lot. And just like Joe said, sometimes it takes a village to help raise other people's kids because everybody is not going to be a parent. Although they have these kids, they're still not going to raise them. What you smiling for, SBK? Were you like that as a kid too? You kept your mom at the store when you were growing up?
I did.
Yeah.
Did. That sounds familiar.
You grew every season also?
I did.
I was so mad, SBK. I spent like $140 or $50 on some Jordans. And that little boy was out of those Jordans in like a month or two. I was livid.
My mom was she used to, I mean, it wasn't anything towards us. She just, you know, upset, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's a lot of money. And I was like, you're not getting no more Jordans. We're going to some, I think I started buying them K-Swiss or something. I'm like, we're getting different shoes. Yes. Yes, we're going to K-Swiss because these Jordans too much and you're not even, I mean, he would outgrow them. He would even, you know, wear them out. He would outgrow them.
That sounds familiar. Too familiar. Jimbo says, effing is the only thing some folks feel they're competent at doing. Some women only feel love when a D is in them.
Exactly.
I also want to. He also said something up here that I wanted to highlight. Hold on, where's that? Wait. Wait. You gotta start.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta start, sis. I think you gotta start. Yeah, no, not that one. But I'll read it. Many parents take their frustrations of living in survival mode, unaddressed childhood trauma, and current issues trauma on their children.
They take it out on their children. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, he said, shout out to the Tap In and the crew having a real conversation tonight. None of the finger pointing of flaws in black women and men ish. I agree. I agree. I think everybody else would agree with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I concur.
I know you do. I said what I said. I know you do. Now look here. We got everybody on. There's no echo now, is there?
I don't hear it. Nah, you good now.
I'm good. Okay. So everybody up here is a content creator. So I would like to start. Well, Miss Fox is a content creator. Brother of certain age, Bonds, and I said what I said, Joe. Of course, disrupt, discuss. So if there's mods in the chat, if you would, everybody, if you're a content creator, put your links in the chat so we can all support each other. I said what I said at Vons, did a wonderful job. I was in the chat this week, Thriving Global Joe. Miss Foxy did a wonderful job. Brother, when's the next time you go on live, bro?
I don't know. I would have went tonight, but I said they doing their thing over here. Listen, that last comment that you put up talking about just having real conversations, like I love that. So I had some stuff but I was like, I like what y'all doing over here. You know what I'm saying? I just love this. I think this has a potential to really grow and have people just having good conversations, you know, not talking over each other, not arguing, just having conversations and fleshing these things out. Because we all searching for answers, right?
Absolutely.
We all trying to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's Ram Dass or Eckhart Tolle. They talked about we all just walking each other home.
Right.
I'm saying we all just walking each other home. And I love that. That's the spirit of what I see over here. So I was gonna go live tonight, but I saw this and I was like, yeah, whatever I'm doing could wait, because I just wanted to rock with y'all tonight for a little
bit. I appreciate you. As I've stated before, I respect you, brother, and you have a really great shows over there. So I will reiterate this again. I'm not echoing this, Emma. I keep on asking. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Okay. So you guys are welcome. Any content creator, you guys are welcome to on my. If you visit my community post, if you're going live, just put it on my community post. If I catch you before you put it on my community post, I'll post it. I want us all to support each other. I want us all to build our little thing going on we got over here. You know what I'm saying? So every content creator to get, hey, let's support each other. You know what I mean? And so that's how we're gonna do it. I got sis, you got something you want to say? Sis?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you're echoing. I don't know if it's me or you.
Yeah, I don't hear SBK echoing. I hear E.
Yeah, it's
echoing.
Yeah, you're echoing now, E.
Okay. So I got so look, if you guys have, I know Joe has one, the Waiting 2XL crew has one. If any one of you guys have a like a promotional video to explain y'all's, well, not explain, but promotional video of your channel, send them to me. I'll start playing them for you. You know what I'm saying? I got Waiting to Excel, Thrive and Glow with Joe. If anybody else that have anybody, just send them to. You're welcome to send them to my email. To our Tap In podcast has TikTok. I have TikTok. I have Instagram. Go to my channel. I got my email address. You guys can send them there. I can save it and I can put it up on here so I can support you guys and I can shout you guys out. We can play your promotional videos. But sis, what's up? You kind of cutting out.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Do you still hear
that?
Yeah,
Is there an echo, y'all? Speak again.
Can you hear me? Okay,
so
never mind.
It's not as bad, but all of us are on mute, so it sounds okay now since we all on mute.
I think I fixed it.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I put on my headphones.
Sound good from here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, well, look here. I'm gonna play. I want to show y'all these great content creators right quick, so you guys can go and support. And I want you guys to look at it. And here we go. And yeah.
Welcome to Waiting to Excel, a sacred space for Black women to breathe, rise, and excel in power. Whether you're married, single, divorced, a mother, or walking your own unique path, this space was made for you. For the young and the seasoned, the women building empires, and the ones simply learning to be. Here we uplift each other, encourage each other, and celebrate our journey with every laugh, tear, and triumph in between. Because every woman deserves a moment to excel. This is your tribe. This is your time. Welcome home to Waiting to Excel. Thank you, SBK. But that's our old promo. We actually have a new one, but we'll shoot it to you.
Yeah, shoot it to me. Shoot it to me. Shoot it to me. Please shoot it to me. And if anybody else has any, y'all shoot them to me so I get them to you. So with that being said, um, you guys stay tuned for tomorrow night at the bar. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
See y'all at the bar.
All right.
All righty.
8 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, and 9 p.m. Eastern. Y'all come in, slide through, open panel. Let's have some fun. Let's do the damn thing. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And we got another content creator that I want to post. Here we go.
All right.
All right, we're gonna go around the world. Young Vons, what you got on everything? Tell us about what you got on it, and say what you got to say on Waiting to Excel. I'm proud of you guys. You and I said what I said. Great live that you guys had this week. I love the dynamic. I was just sitting back and just listening and just learning. What you got on it there, little sis?
Great live, per usual. Okay, I was actually braiding my daughter's hair. Okay, while having this conversation. Waiting to Exhale is, coming together. It's coming together. We got some newness for y'all coming. Okay. And that's all I really. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Our bloopers, commercial, promo videos allowed, because I got some things I want to troll with and just have some fun, make everybody laugh, and I just want to know if that's acceptable.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, absolutely. All right. I got something for you. Okay.
Oh, you got something from me?
Oh yeah, I got no. It's for you, okay? But it's totally trolling, okay? And I'm gonna send it to your email first, and you gotta run it by Joe and E. But I think y'all gonna laugh. But I just had a brilliant idea. It literally just popped up in my beautiful head. So
send it. Hey,
okay.
hey, you ain't got to go by Joe and E. They're gonna say send it. Trust me. They're gonna say send it. They're gonna say send it. I'm telling you. Okay. All right, Miss Fancy, what you got on it? What's your last words?
Well, y'all definitely better be Joe and E. Y'all definitely better approve it, because if it's coming from Young Von, I'm scared to see it. Especially if you say she's trolling. So I don't even know. So let me just say this. Let me put a disclaimer out there. This is Young Von. Not I said what I said gonna have anything to do with this video that she's gonna put out for you guys. So I just want to go ahead and throw that disclaimer out. However, yeah, it's been a great show tonight. I've enjoyed the panel, and I'm kind of like Jimbo. It's great to not have to talk about black men and black women and put them down and do this and do that. So this was a great, refreshing conversation, and I think it was very informative, and I feel like people are really going to enjoy this content once they listen to the replay. As Young Von said, we do have a special show coming up on Wednesday. So everybody tune in at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we're looking forward to doing that show. I'm really having a great time. It's only been, this is our third show, but I feel like it's coming along the way that we want it to. We're actually getting a lot of interaction. We're getting a lot of feedback from it, and I'm very excited about it. And this is the first time that I've actually worked with another content creator, um, doing some different type of content, because normally I'm into the politics and true crime. So this is like real stories, and so I'm kind of enjoying it. And I am gonna go back to my channel though, because it's been about 10 days since I did a show on my own channel. And I'm kind of like, brother, I wanted to do a show tonight, but I knew that you guys were doing a show. Now y'all kind of implemented Saturday also. So I guess I go on Sunday. You guys gonna come on Sunday night too, so I can do my schedule. But more than likely, I'm gonna try to come on sometime this weekend on my I Said What I Said channel, because I haven't did a show almost in a couple of weeks. So I definitely want to try to, pay homage to that channel also, because that's where I started at, and I do owe my audience that attention also. But great
Absolutely.
show, and it's been a great panel. It's been nice talking to Joe and E and little young Vaughn and brother of a certain age and Foxy, and of
Don't
course
forget
you,
reels.
and Reels, and of course you, King SBK. And like Alice say, it's great talking to your peers.
Yep. Okay. All right, birthday girl. How you doing? What you got on it, sweetheart? I hope you. First of all, before you speak, I got two things I want to say. You did an outstanding job with your two lives you did. I was the second time you went live, I had to catch the replay. But the first, I was in the chat. Outstanding job. I'm proud of you. Y'all go sub up to Miss Foxy to Roxy. And I want to say again, the second thing I want to say is happy birthday to you. I hope you have fun yet tomorrow. And if we're still live, you're welcome to get up on the panel and tell us about your birthday night. So the floor is now yours, man.
Well, as always, I enjoyed myself. As always, I love coming on here to be with you all. Y'all always make me feel welcome. You always make me feel like I'm part of the family. That's one. Number two, I'm going to North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm gonna eat some of that southern barbecue and some of that southern food, and then that night I'm gonna start at 12 o'clock on the nose, start lighting it up. So I don't think tomorrow night I will be joining you all because I'll be lit my own self. So
Can you take a video, Foxy?
I'm gonna take a whole lot of videos. I'm gonna be toe up on the floor up.
She said, I'm gonna light it up.
I'm gonna
Light
light
it
Miss
it
up.
up.
Roxy, don't forget to send me the recordings of the strip club girl, okay? Okay.
Girl, girl,
And
if I
send
can
them. And,
find one, I sure am gonna send you one
and
because I want to look.
hey,
I want
hey,
to see what
Fox,
I've been missing.
send me the videos, Foxy, so I can edit them for you and get
Oh,
it put out, and so you can put it out there, girl.
okay, sure will. You know it will. But look, I got it. Look, I got to see what I've been missing. What's been
She
out
said
there that I've been missing?
for research
I
purposes.
want the
Yeah,
unedited
right. For
version
research
of the
purposes.
strip club. I want to see it all, Miss Roxy. I want to see everybody baby doll. What is it? Baby oiled up, and sweating, and
Yeah.
drunk.
Living
I want to
vibes.
see it
Why
all.
is you living vicariously through everybody encounters now?
Right.
Lord
Because
And
Jesus.
I'm saved now, E. Okay, I can't just be
Oh,
doing whatever I want to do. So I got to live vicariously through those who've already lived before me. Okay.
shout out to the Timberlands and the
Lord.
tennis shoes, and y'all watch out for Foxy Roxy tomorrow night.
They better, cause I'm going to a family reunion. So I'm gonna be on the prowl. Wow.
Ooh, she said, wow.
Wow. All right, Eartha.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Right. Look
My.
at brother of
Hey,
a certain age. He went, what?
Foxy, you gonna have your Eartha cat Eartha suit on. You gonna have your a cat suit on.
No, I'm not gonna have one of those. If I could, I would, but I don't have one of those, so I have to go with what I can go with.
All right then.
Let me stop. But no, I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna go. If I can find a strip club, I'm gonna find and see what I, for it's, for just just go in and just check it out for do some little investigating and see what's going on in the world. Other than that, I'm just gonna enjoy my birthday. Thank God that I made it to 64, and wishing for many more, and continue to be here around you all and love on you like you love on me. And that's what I have on it for tonight.
Yes, 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 yes. Um, I want to say shout out to one of the greatest mods that out there of brilliance. She's out there putting in everybody's links. I don't think she missed anybody. So if you're in the chat or if you're listening, ghost watching or whatever, everybody's links she's put in the chat. So go follow each one of those links that she's put in the chat. My brother of a certain age, I got you. I got your email. So, and I want to say this here, and I know Sis can attest to this. If anybody want to talk about some topics, any type of topic that you think that we need to touch on, feel free to drop a comment, drop an email, drop a DM or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever show that you want us to do, man. That's we live for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love doing this. You know what I'm saying? So y'all drop any ideas of any type of shows that you want us to do, and we got you. We got you. We got you. So yeah, bro, I got your email. We're connected. You know what I'm saying? I got you locked in, bro. So the floor is now yours, bro.
Just want to salute to having good conversations with people. You know what I'm saying? We trying to flesh all of this stuff out. Everybody, like I said, everybody's trying to walk each other home. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that we have more in common than we have, outside of being in common. So we have more in common. And it's cool to have these conversations. One mic, nobody stepping over each other, no arguments. Even if it's arguments, it's all love. I appreciate what y'all doing here, and I'm gonna tap in. Especially if I'm at work, I'm gonna tap in the chat. But if I'm not at work, I'm hopping up on the panel. I really, really appreciate what y'all doing here, and I'm sub to everybody up on the panel. And I'll try to make sure I go back, look at the chat, and make sure if somebody that I'm not sub to, I'll sub to them. And salute to the good conversations and good people. Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. You're welcome to come up anytime, bro. Mi casa, su casa. It is what it is. Miss Lisa, if you haven't subbed up to Miss Lisa J. Stocks, she is a extraordinaire. She knows her stuff when it comes to business and finance. So you guys go and sub up to Lisa J. Stocks. I promise you will learn something about investing. She knows her stuff. So, but I'm answering her question. She said, "What's a topic for tomorrow?" There's really not a specific topic. Now, I got some things we're going to talk about. We might talk about, but this is a bar type setting. We're just sitting there and we're just kicking it. We're just talking and having some positive, dialogue and shooting them, and just having fun and just kicking it. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? So start this thing, 2 weeks ago? Bring your drinks and bring yourself. That's what it's all about. So, all right, JoJo, great live you had Thursday night. Proud of you. What you got going on? What's your last words?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. We'll see you at the bar. I don't have any last words other than I appreciate all of y'all supporting my sis and my bestie, and I truly appreciate all of y'all. Things go on in the back end, trying to prepare, but we honestly, like, if you don't have anything else to do on a Friday night and you're staying in, come and hang out with us. That's what I say. And I love that we can have this open dialogue, all of us together, not anyone putting anyone else down. We just, like someone said, there's just conversations that should be had bringing to the forefront, because everything changes so fast, and it's not like when we were growing up. Everything is different nowadays, and we should just be open and being able to talk about it, communicate about it. So, and I appreciate all of y'all. So thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I also want to say Miss Alice had a great live as well. Always a great live. Miss, I said Miss. She told me not to call her Miss.
That's your peer.
She is my peer. Her and I said what I said. When she tripped me out, she's like, now SBK, I love you to death, but this Miss Alice stuff.
You know, it was funny. I had called her Miss Alice right behind you, and she didn't say anything to me, but she said it to you.
Hey, I was rolling. Do you hear me?
I know you
rolling. I'm
know.
like, get him, Miss Alice. Get him.
I know you were. And then somebody else was having the ball too. I said what I said, was just sitting there, just sitting there laughing.
Right. I roasted you on our channel too.
Oh yeah, you roasted the hell.
Yeah,
you roasted the hell out of me. You sure did. Yeah, you said what the hell was on with this elder statesman stuff. So
I did shout you out though. I did shout you out first.
You did.
She states it on every single panel she's on, and she says, shout out to SBK.
There you go, Joe.
Okay.
Shout out to SBK with the elder statesmen.
I have something to say about that. It's my fault, okay? But out of everybody on YouTube that I call Miss Alice is the only person that said, I had to call her Miss, okay? Everybody else didn't want me calling them Miss, okay? Whatever. But so it'd be my fault. Y'all can't listen to me, okay? Just because I call folks Miss and Mister, that don't mean y'all supposed to follow up behind me, because y'all grown. Y'all got to remember that, okay? All right. So
we were brought
I'm
up
just
with
trying to help y'all.
We were brought up with manners. That's all it is.
You brought up with manners, Joe. Look, I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble, okay? All right, but don't be listening to Young Von. I just be trying to, be respectful, but I see I'm getting everybody in trouble. So, Yeah,
you get me in trouble by following your lead, by saying miss that. You know what I'm saying? I thought I'm up there talking. Yeah, you got the younger dynamic and Vons, and you got the elder statesman. I thought I was just paying her homage. Boy, right. I got roasted like a motherfucker. Roasted the hell out of me. Then I get up on Miss Alice. Miss Alice is so sweet and the sweet voice, whatever. Then she roasted the hell out of me. I'm like, damn. I'm gonna have to take. I'm gonna have
to. What I said. That's why she
been hanging with you. That exactly.
Yeah,
and the youngin down here in the corner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The youngin down here in the corner. Yeah, the youngin down here in the corner infiltrated her. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
Wow, SBK. Wow. Now look, now Miss Alice ain't gonna want to be Miss Alice. Don't listen to them. Okay, you keep praying for me. All right, bringing me to salvation. They trying to break us up.
Hey, Just Eat. What's your other channel? Abria need to know your other channel name. Abria need to know your other channel other than Disrupt and Discuss. What's your other channel name?
Right now, Just Believe TV. My other personal channel, I'm not giving out yet, but Just Believe TV.
I think that's one she wants. Yeah.
Yeah,
she wants.
Yeah.
That.
So,
you a little nervous about that other channel. See, it's making me want to know about it even more. You shouldn't do that because I'm nosy.
It's not nerves. I'm doing. It's just a different side of me, and so I'm doing it a little bit different. That's all.
Okay,
all.
I can't wait to see it.
I will show it to you guys.
A little interesting that
it's not no OnlyFans or nothing like that. It ain't no OnlyFans or nothing.
I'm over here confused.
Is it your Patreon page? You bring it to YouTube?
I'm just saying, we know We know this Eve. We know Just Believe Eve. We
Yeah.
know, Disrupt and Discuss. What's more to you, girl? That's why I'm
I
curious.
got layers, baby. I got layers.
Is
Don't
that
we
is it
all?
the soft and sexy side of you? Is that the
I
side
got.
that we ain't seen yet?
I will.
Ooh, did you talk?
I.
Look, is
Hmm?
you talking about exercising over there? What you talking about,
Y'all
girl?
do not get SBK started.
I will.
Yeah, look
I
at him
am doing
thinking about the
exercises.
garden.
I am doing exercises, but it's gonna be a lot of stuff that used to be on Just Believe going over to that channel, but also some new things.
I just
So
dropped
Oh,
it.
you talking about real exercising?
I do real exercises.
No, see, I was talking about No, E, I was
No,
talking about
I ain't.
exercise,
No,
girl. See, you not listening.
Ain't no OnlyFans over there. Ain't no OnlyFans.
I don't love it real exercising, Bun.
Okay.
I'm just saying, sis. One is more satisfying than the other. That's all I'm.
Right, right.
Ain't
Well,
no
call it
OnlyFans over
the
there.
garden exercise.
Ooh, I
Now,
like that.
Okay.
The
what the
garden
most
exercise.
Yeah,
We
what
gonna
the
exercising
leave
in
most
the
that
What I
to
say
garden.
too.
SBK.
Hey, Bun,
The garden
exercising in the garden.
exercise.
We
Sis, let's
gonna
start
leave.
a channel.
We gonna leave that to SBK. SBK exercising in the
Exercising in the
garden,
garden.
bucket naked.
Exercising in the garden. Yeah.
Southern style.
SBK,
Okay,
you want to start a channel with us? Look.
country style?
Uh-uh.
bucket naked.
Now, SBK gonna get us ran off of YouTube. He can't start no channels talking
For
about
real.
exercising in no gardens.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all crazy as hell.
Don't bite the apple.
He said,
Yeah,
just don't
y'all
bite
crazy.
the
Well,
apple.
Ooh,
but
look
hold
at
on
Joe.
now. Hold on now. He ain't be playing with no Eve, Joe. Now
Okay.
we're gonna be the woman at the well, perhaps.
Yes, exactly.
Lord, not the woman at the wheel.
She said the woman at the well.
Mm,
Uh,
mm, mm.
okay, Eve, what you got on it?
That hopes.
Everybody said everything that I wanted to say, but it was a great live. I love that everybody is rocking with Tap In, and the bar at the bar. It's, I think we talked about this earlier today. I said it's truly, I like what I'm seeing over here. I like what everybody's doing. I like that we're all coming into our own with our respective channels. And I just, I see nothing but great things moving forward if we can just, stay the path, right? Stay, community, stay focused on what we're trying to do, all of us. So I love the conversation. Shout out to hubby again for, allowing
Shout
me to use that clip that kind of sparked this. It was just a great conversation. I cannot agree with Jimbo more and brother of a certain age more, that it was just, real adult conversation. And sometimes you don't see that a lot out here anymore. So it's a great thing. So thank you all who hit the panel. Vons, Miss Foxy Roxy. I said what I said, sis, SBK brother of a certain age, Real Odds, and even Lionel. Lionel came up for a minute, dropped down. So we acknowledging Lil Bro that came up. We appreciate it. What do I have? Hopefully you guys caught Disrupt and Discuss this week, Thursday. Even though brother didn't say nothing about it. Brother didn't say nothing about it.
Wait. I want to. Hey, I want to
He
say
hating
something.
on me right now. He hating on me.
Wait. Hey, charge
He
it.
hating on Disrupt and Discuss.
Wait.
But he really talked a lot about it, y'all.
Yeah, that was a good show, though.
I want to say, and I charge it to my head, not my heart. I was really, really blessed listening to that show. The gentleman, the personal trainer that they had on there, man, really
John
spoke.
Pangan.
Yes.
Oh, yes. What was his name again?
John Pangan.
John Pangan. And he really spoke. He really spoke. It's almost identical to what I live by and what I live by on a daily basis. So everything that dude was saying, I was like, wow. There's somebody that actually, is on the same, same
page as you.
We're on the same page. Same wavelength and everything. So if you guys missed that, man, I told sis, you know, I messaged her and I was like, man,
You did.
y'all always have great lives, but this one right here, man, this one right here is just, you know. So y'all go back and catch that, you know, because they were I was hanging on every word. I was in the gym listening to it. I was hanging on every word. So sis, y'all were in y'all's bag. Shout out to KC too. You know what I mean? Y'all asking the perfect questions. Shout out to you, sis, KC, if you're listening. Great show.
This
Great
brings
show.
the heat. Yeah, I appreciate that interview and all the interviews that we're doing. Hopefully you guys are like, we have another one coming at the end of the month. We're trying to bring interviews, you know, as much as we can of professionals, not only in fitness, but also just in wellness overall, whether it be wellness, you know, your social, your physical, your mental, your emotional, your financial. We're just trying to get to wellness, health and wellness. That's what the channel is about. We're trying to promote that. And hopefully you guys enjoy our catalog that we have thus far. But yeah, that was a great live. We got another one coming next Thursday as well. Won't be an interview, but we starting another series, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And yeah, Just Believe TV. That one, you know, that's faceless, so that one doesn't have me on there. But hopefully you guys, I've started back putting my devotionals. I got shut out of my software. Now I'm back in my software, so now I can post my devotionals and my prayers again. So yeah, Just Believe TV. Look out for that as well. And then at some point, I'm gonna give y'all my other channel. It's nothing personal. It's just me wanting to, you know, venture out a little bit and be me.
She wants to venture out like this, ladies and gentlemen.
You ain't right. You ain't right.
He isn't. He's not right.
You ain't right. You ain't right.
You know, she got some.
Did I just see E's booty?
Yeah.
Look at that
E, can you come clean my car, sis?
I love cleaning my car. That's my therapy.
booty. Me too, E.
Clean our car.
Is
Y'all
it
better
yours
clean your
too? You like cleaning your car too, Vaughn?
Yes.
I
run
love to clean my car.
I ran mine through the car wash the other day.
I ran it through the car wash, but they had that little side part.
Yeah, you have to watch. And I was fussing. The guy asked me, how are you doing today? And why he asked me that, I'm like, well, you know, why come they can't drive my car all the way off? That's why I come up here. I got a membership and blah, blah, this and that and the other. I don't feel like I already got to vacuum it out. Y'all don't do anything anymore. How come they just can't drive my car all the way off?
Okay.
So
she said, why don't y'all just do everything?
yeah, I mean, you're paying for everything. And the car wash that I go through, you go through the car wash and then they're supposed to dry it off. But when you go over there to vacuum it out, you see water spots everywhere. And I have 2 black vehicles. I don't like water spots on my vehicles.
Okay. I don't either.
Right.
I don't know.
Y'all read the private chat.
I did. I was just about to bring it up.
I took a picture of it.
I did too. But let's talk about we same mind. Let's talk about, she said, you know, this is a good topic.
Yes.
How to conduct yourself on the first date and what info to give out and not give out. That is a great topic.
Now you're gonna see somebody on YouTube giving out doing that show before y'all come back.
I was gonna tell her, don't.
That's why I put it in the back chat.
Listen.
They already biting off us.
They can try.
Yeah, I know that people be eating off of you, don't they?
Man.
I'll shut up.
I heard. I didn't indulge, but I heard. But they can try. You know, we gonna always put our spin on it. Can't nobody put the tap in spin on it, so it's all good. It's all good.
Hey, I'll tell you what, you can't do that till waiting till Excel. Because I said what I said. She said, look,
clap.
I want y'all streaming my stuff.
Clap.
I will strike you. I don't.
I'm gonna clap your page.
I got a real trademark. That's why I got that EM behind my name, and I will strike you.
She said, "I will strike you." I'm like, "Woo!"
Okay, don't play.
She's something serious.
Like, you're not gonna come to our house down, baby.
Wait. Say it one more time. You remind my auntie. Say it one
Yeah,
more
I
time.
said you ain't gonna come tear down our house, baby.
Yeah.
This is for the women's. This is for women's.
This is for the women.
Okay, the women.
Built on the
Strictly
rock.
for the women,
This is for the women.
the real women.
The women. But yeah, Bonds, I can't wait to hear your trolling video. So
Oh God.
Be patient, because you know it just miraculously popped up in my head. I said that would be funny.
send it to my
Mhm.
yes, please send it to me when you're done.
Well, write
All
it
right.
down,
Okay.
Bun, because you know you forget a lot. So you better write it down now.
Okay, sis.
A brilliance. I want to say something. A brilliance. We're not all blessed. However, I promise you, I have friends that will email me or text me when they go wash their car. They think about me. Isn't that such a thing?
Oh, that's
I
sweet.
love it, y'all. Or they post it on their stories and they'll tag me because they think about me when they're washing their car. Because
Oh
y'all,
Lord.
my car better be washed. And you know what? I'm gonna say something. I'm not gonna call out no names. However, if I'm at a friend's house and I catch their car not up to par, up to my par, I say all I gotta say. I don't, I'm not gonna call nobody out. I'm just
Oh,
gonna say, hey,
we don't know at all who you talking about, girl. We don't know.
at all. But no, any friend. I'm not talking. I don't only have one friend, y'all. But any friend. And I said, can I borrow your keys? And they give me their keys, and I take off and I go wash their damn car. And but that's me.
Okay.
Yes, Joe.
Yeah, I can't stand a dirty car. I can't stand
Me
that.
neither. Yes, I can't do it. I clean out my husband's car and my car. I can't stand it.
Yeah,
I
it
can't.
smell good. I like
Every
it to
time.
smell good.
Yeah.
And I
I like going through the car wash.
Yeah, I was just gonna wash one, and I was like, I'm gonna wash the other one, and I came back, I just couldn't take it. I'm like, oh God, I gotta go take the other one.
But I would do it to my dad. My dad used to. I was brought up that way, and I told him, Dad, you don't remember when we were growing up, we would always go through the car wash. When I was growing, and so now, at the end of his life, before, I would get his keys and I would go take his truck to go wash it, and he's like, Mija, what did you do? Because he couldn't do it himself anymore, so I would do it for my dad.
Oh.
I just want to share.
But I'm not as good as you guys. I'm not cleaning those tires now. They just gonna have to make it on the own.
I got the guys. I got to do the whole. It's just therapy. I like to turn on the music.
Yes.
And just
yes.
I'll be there for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Yeah.
I think I might adapt to doing that instead of sneaking off to the restaurant and stuffing my little face, eating some junk food, slice of pizza, ice cream. You know what I'm saying? I do that.
My husband be like, people will say, why don't your husband? It was a couple of minutes. Why ain't your husband here doing this? I said, my husband is fine. He knows not to touch the car. I love to do my own car. It's just one of them things.
See, I like that. I like that.
And also too, when you're at the car wash, men do offer to help you do that car also sometimes.
But
just
you
like
know
they
what?
offer to
They're
pump
just
your
trying to find out
gas
if you
and
got a husband.
Ooh,
Y'all,
child.
they're just trying to find out if you got a husband. That's all it is.
Okay, Joe.
I learned that from
That's
my
first
bestie.
thing they say.
Yes, my bestie told me, he's like, they're just trying to find out if you got a husband. That's all it is.
Well, if you
Then
don't
they
see
be like,
anything
well,
right,
why are you pumping your own gas? Because he's at work paying for my gas.
I'm like, cause I ain't got nobody to pump my gas and drive my car off. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Don't be worrying about it.
He said, "Don't be worried about
I'm looking for some extra help. Go for it.
I'm looking for some extra help. You want to wash it too?
Right.
There you go. We're going to let this gentleman right here. Where is he at? Hold on. No. Right there. Go to bed. El Sleepido.
He's good.
He don't look sleepy to me.
I was gonna say he don't look tired at all, but go ahead, go sleep, SBK. No, I'm just playing.
Y'all didn't. Never mind. They didn't know. I've been hurting.
He been hurting.
Oh, you hurt yourself at work?
Oh no. What I'm saying is I've been struggling.
He's been struggling. He's been sleepy.
Oh.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
why
you
we
ain't look
short.
tired. Yeah. He
That's
didn't.
why
He
we
don't look
shortened
tired
it.
tonight.
No,
Them
he
other
don't
nights,
show.
yeah.
Yeah, but
You
not
don't
tonight.
understand.
He been
You
getting
don't.
his butt kicked at work, and he
You
got to
don't
work
understand.
on Saturdays now.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember now.
Yeah, you don't
But he's
understand.
off on Sundays.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
Okay, well, we'll hang out tomorrow night all night long.
I know he.
Good night.
But anyways, yeah,
I was down, but now up.
Oh.
yeah. Tune in tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah.
Look at Alice's comment.
What she say?
It don't matter. I ain't coming up. I ain't going to their place, Alice.
Oh dang! If they're a preacher, okay. Yeah, cause that first man.
They could lie, right? I said what I said.
Like
They'll
yeah, like
lie
that
to you.
third one did. Yeah, he lied, played like he wasn't no preacher. But I know the preacher voice
Man,
now. I
They'll
know the
lie
preacher
to you.
voice now. I got it down there.
I had to listen to the replay twice.
They'll
I was
lie to
like,
you.
what? 3 times you got did like that?
No, ma'am.
No, twice, just twice. Mm-mm.
Oh Lord.
First one was a politician.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Couldn't do it.
Lord have mercy.
He wasn't a politician when I married him, but he's one now. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's even worse.
oh my
He
God,
was-
that's even worse.
Then he went from a preacher to a politician.
No. He wasn't. No, he wasn't. He's neither one of the. He's a politician now, but he wasn't a preacher.
Mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
The 3 P's. The story of my life were the 3 P's.
What she say?
Preacher,
My sis
politician.
like preachers. I don't care what she said. I don't. Mm-mm. You will run me off. Well, you used to run me off. You
I
said
do not. I do not like them. They like me. I do. I promise you, I don't. That's why I come out and go to the church house today.
Because they flock to you.
like
look like a-
he's the honey.
You look.
I
you look
guess
like a
so.
first- You look like a first lady.
Okay. That
That-
first
see,
lady
that's-
vibes.
That's a compliment.
Of
I
what
know.
though?
That you look like a first lady.
Of what? The first
Oh.
lady of what?
You know, whatever they got going on over there. You know, whatever they got going
Yeah,
on.
yeah. So I won't have to. I don't have to worry about that no more because I don't go where they hang out at no more.
That's funny.
Okay. What you got? That's it? You got any
Oh,
more?
yeah,
What you got? What you got?
Now just stay tuned to the bar. Stay tuned to the bar tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time. I got some things cooking, but you know, stay tuned to the bar tomorrow, p.m. Central Time.
Like that
8 p.m.
sauce.
Central. Yeah, 8 p.m. Central Time. I will look. SBK channel is launching merchandise. Y'all get ready for that. So all of my, if you're a mod in my chat, if I rock with you guys, you're gonna get a shirt. You know what I mean? And as long as you get my shirt, I want y'all to rock it out, post it on your channels, post it on social media. You know what I mean? People I rock with you're gonna get some merchandise. So
You
that's
already
how
know.
we're gonna do it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I already know what color you want and all that.
Thank
So I
you.
got you.
Don't bring me no other color but what I need.
Exactly. I
We
got
know.
you.
So we can ask for colors.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. I'm just still the companies that I'm dealing with trying to get the right. I got a company I'm dealing with, but I'm in the process of trying to get that all situated. So for you ladies, yes. So if I rock with you, you're gonna get a shirt. I'm gonna be giving away shirts and all that type of stuff. So
Vons, we got that, Vons.
So,
Are y'all
yeah.
gonna be giving out Timberlands too?
Oh
No.
damn.
I don't know about Timberland.
You heard me? No.
That is so freaking funny.
No Tims, but hats and shirts. You know what I mean? My memberships are only 99 cents, ladies and gentlemen. You know what
To
I'm saying?
start.
So to start. You know what I mean? So get ready for some membership interactions just for members only. You know what I mean? Whole 9 yards. So let's, we're gonna do that. You know what I mean? I am putting together I'm still doing a political panel. So
And there's another one y'all don't know about. Oh,
yeah, there's another
sorry.
panel, there's another panel that I'm going to get to, but that's I gotta work out the particulars of that. God, I'll leave.
Up here, y'all.
What
Yeah.
you say, Joe? What you say, Joe?
Nothing.
She was putting down some info she wasn't supposed to put out yet, but there's going to be some great interviews and some great sit downs, so y'all get in tune for that. All right. So, but in the meantime, I will see you guys. That's it.
There you go. Lord have mercy.
Real
Lord
say,
have mercy.
Real say he needs some pants in his shirt.
He said, matter of fact,
He's stupid.
shirts.
Oh Lord. He
Oh,
he want Batman style.
You gotta put your own pads in those.
Real, trust me. Sis and I have been on YouTube long enough to see a lot of
You don't look
padding,
too bad, baby. That's what he's trying to say.
padding, and a lot of catfishing and a lot of all that. Just be you, bro.
Fakery and effery.
Fakery and effery. So just be yourself, little bro.
Missing toofery.
Ooh, see, I didn't say all that.
I did. I said what I said. Oops.
Exactly.
My bad.
So
I didn't mean to steal the trademark, but I said what I said.
no pun intended.
No
Queen.
pun intended.
No pun intended. But anyways, all right. Well, that's all I got. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. And y'all, we'll have some fun. See you guys.
I gotta say
Lord have
something.
mercy.
It would be
Lord have
nice if
mercy.
they had dentures, but they don't even got dentures. So
No,
they just
I want my damn money back.
Oh my God, y'all too crazy.
I want my damn money back.
All I have to say is everybody has a story.
I like
I
that
don't need my
song.
money back.
I
I'll
like
just
that
give them
song.
faith. Okay.
What you say, Queen?
I like that song. Where'd you get that song from? That song is hot.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna post that later on tonight.
It sounds like
on my
we need
shorts.
some cervezas. Do you have a cerveza in your hand
Need some tequila.
on the damn thing? You got a
Put it
cerveza.
on loop. We gotta put that one on loop.
No.
No. Oh. Okay.
He said no.
But anyways, sis, you got anything else you want to say? Anybody else? All right.
There you go. There you
No, nighty night. I'm out.
All right.
All right. With that being said, your boy SBK and the Tap In SBK and It's Just ETV and the Tap In podcast, as we said,
We
are gone.